for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This the boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today USA Boxing. Once again, what's going on, everybody? We are here in the building. New Media Today USA Boxing. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button for the old boy, man. Shout out to everybody who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Facebook and Twitter. You know, this is in the United States. If you're from the UK, this is football Sunday. So, you know, a lot of boxing fans in America, they watch football. You know, me, I don't watch television, so I really don't know what's going on with the teams, stuff like that. I'm not. I used to be into it, but I'm just at a different place in my life now. You know what I mean? So I really don't watch. I don't know what's going on with football teams, even my football team. I don't know what's going on with them. I just don't watch television anymore. I don't check down from television. You know what I mean? But salute to everybody, man. We had some good fights yesterday. I didn't see the DAZN card because I don't have DAZN anymore. So I looked at some highlights, and I did find a channel that pretty much kind of like showed the highlights and stuff like that. I did see, did I see the Benavidez fight? I just saw the Benavidez fight. I just saw it this morning. I didn't see it yesterday, but I just saw it this morning. And Benavidez fought in his own hometown in Phoenix, Arizona. I think he fought in Phoenix. I think he's from Phoenix. I think David is from Phoenix. He's American. He was born over here in America, right? And I think his brother and father they're from Mexico. So, yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, so that was a good fight. I did see that fight today. I saw that fight really early this morning. I didn't see it yesterday. I kind of like stayed away from everything. On my days off, I normally just stay away from everything. You know what I mean? I don't want to see anything. I just want to just relax and put my mind somewhere else. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what I do. But anyways, man, shout out to everybody, man, who showed up, who's here right now. Let's go ahead and give everybody a round of applause, man. Give everybody a round of applause, man. And from what I've seen, that had some good fights yesterday. Oh yeah, man, and I want to give a special shout out. Man, to Alicia. Shout out to the sister, man. Alicia, man, she came through yesterday, man. She stopped your girl Harper, and I picked her to win. I'll be honest with you, I picked Alicia. I think her name is Baumgardner. I picked her to win because she was from America. You know what I mean? She's from Detroit. She's black. I didn't know who the other girl was, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So it was like, man, I know those fighters that are coming out of the Midwest, and I'm familiar with who she is because she trains in the same gym as Tony Harris. I think that's one of Tony Harris's fighters. Tony Harrison fighters. And them fighters out of the mid, let me tell you something, guys. The fighters that come out of the Midwest in America are some of the best fighters in the world. In the world, literally like some of them. You see what I'm saying? The Midwest fighters, Detroit, anything coming out of Detroit, Ohio, anywhere in that area, bro, you're gonna have a hell of a fight on your hands. You're gonna have a hell of a fight on your hands. You are going to have a hell of a fight on your hands. You dealing with anything coming out of the Midwest. I can tell you that right now. Male or female, you're gonna have a hard time dealing with anything coming out of the Midwest. You know what I mean? If you don't believe me, just study. Some of the greatest trainers came out of the Midwest. Boxing styles came out of the Midwest. Fighters came out of the Midwest. I can go on and on and on. You see what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know right now. You see what I'm saying? Just let you know right now. So anyways, man, but that was a good win. So let's give everybody a shout out, man. Salute to everybody who's watching this on Facebook, Twitter. Salute to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Other than that, let's get into this. Shout out to some main man named Freddie. Freddie, what's going on, fam? Let me go ahead and move this over here. I almost hit the wrong sound effect. Shout out to Freddie Sandoval.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jay Styles in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rob Rib Shows.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Hector Garcia.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Adonis K3. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Richard Slutsky.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to AV Sounds.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Arlette. Arlette, what's going on, Queen? Shout out to the Queen, Arlette.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to I Am Dave.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to ARC.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to John McSmith.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ali 62.
Hey, Okay.
Let's see. Shout out to, let's see who this is. Johnny Blaze, what's happening, fam?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Tim, is that Muzzy? Tim Muzzy, what's going on, bro?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Bull Say, what's going on, fam?
Hey. Okay.
Boxing Magic, what's happening?
Hey. Okay.
My main man Hector Garcia.
Hey. Okay.
Let's see, man. Let's see. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing, what's going on, bro?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Dave Rod.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Bruce Goals.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to, we're gonna have the phone lines open as well so people can call in. I'll let you know when to call in. Shout out to Evis. Shout out to Evis Mencia.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to James Burrell. What's going on, fam?
Hey. Okay.
It's over here. James Burrell, what's going on, fam? Wow, sorry about that, guys. Shout out to Saul T. What's going on?
Hey. Okay.
Let's see. Shout out to what's happening, bro?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Schoolo X-Man. What's happening?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to who else we have in the building, man? Darnell Bratton. What's happening, bro?
Hey. Okay.
ARC once again.
Hey. Okay.
Let's see. Paul Evans. Shout out to Paul Evans. And shout out to Ava as well.
Hey. Okay.
And I think that's it. I think we got everybody. James Burrell, what's going on, fam? Other than that, MPB, what's going on, fam?
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, man. Can't wait to Saturday too, bro. This week I'm gonna be talking about Crawford. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Taking all bets. Anybody who loves Sean Porter and think that he's gonna be the guy and he's gonna do this and that. Yo, boys, the boy's here, man. The boy is here. The boy is here. The boy is here for that smoke. You can get all of my money, get every dime. Shout out to DS.
Hey. Okay.
Graham Taylor, what's going on, fam?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to JBN John's Boxing News.
Hey. Okay.
I think that's all we got right now. So anyway, let's keep going, guys. Let's go ahead and rock with this. Now, this is a good fight. This is a good fight weekend. You had David Benavidez, he won. He beat Kyrone Davis, you know what I mean? Shout out to Kyrone Davis as well, man.
Hey. Okay.
He took this fight on a 2-week notice. And he took this fight on a 2-week notice, man. He moved up from 160 to 168, I think, for this fight. So, he did pretty good, man. He did the best he can do under the circumstances. And I take my hat off to the brother, man. So shout out to Kyrone Davis for taking this fight. This was a dangerous fight for him. And I think his trainers did the right thing by stopping the fight from what I saw. He was taking some punishment. And, there was no need. And, if you know anything about David Benavidez, as the fight goes on, he gets stronger and stronger. So, Kyrone, he did the best he could, man. And salute to that brother, man.
Hey. Okay.
Now, after the fight, though, David Benavidez says he want to fight Canelo. He said, I want the Canelo fight or the Charlo fight. But he did say that Charlo won't fight him because Charlo is too much of a you-know-what, right? Munguia calls out, Jaime Munguia, Jaime Munguia, sorry about that. Jaime Munguia, he won yesterday against Gabe Rosado. I did get a chance to, I got a chance to see some of that fight as well this morning, actually. I got a chance to see some of that fight as well, probably like maybe 9 rounds of it. And from what I saw, that Jaime Munguia did damn good. That boy Gabe Rosado, man, is the real deal. I love Gabe Rosado because Gabe Rosado is coming to fight. He got 13 losses, 14 losses now. But it's 14 losses on his record. It doesn't reflect how strong and how good of a fighter this guy is. You see what I'm saying? Like literally. I do think that the score was a lot closer than what some judges had it, to be honest with you. But Jaime still won that fight, in my opinion. He still won that fight, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Now, the crazy part about it is once the fight was over with, I noticed that Munguia, he called out Triple G. He said he wanted to fight Triple G. But he didn't say anything about Charlo or Andrade, right? Remember this week, I asked a question. I said, Jaime Munguia, he is the number one, he's the number one contender to in the WBC and the WBO. And, of course, the WBO middleweight champion is Andrade, and the WBC middleweight champion is Charlo. And I had a question mark, and people who were fans of Andrade and people who was fans of Charlo, whoever, they immediately jumped out the window. I had a guy jump out of the window today telling me, oh man, I saw the title of the show and I automatically knew you was on some BS. And I said, it's funny because it's like seeing the title of a book and you automatically know what's inside of the book by seeing the title. You would not know what's inside of the book unless you open up the book and read it. In my case, you would not know what am I going to talk about just based on reading a title. Have no idea. But this is how some people are, and they jumped out of the window, and that's fine. No problem with that. No problem at all, right? But that's neither here nor there. But it shocked me that he didn't call out Jermall Charlo or Boo Boo Andrade, and you are the mandatory to fight those guys. So let me get this straight. You're the mandatory to fight Jermall Charlo. You can get a title by fighting him. You are the mandatory to fight Boo Boo Andrade. You can get a title by fighting him, but you didn't even call him out. You called out Triple G, a fighter who you're not even ranked in the top 5, I think, somewhere up in there, in order to fight this guy. That's strange. Yeah, very strange. But anyways, shout out to everybody's in the chat, man. And let me give everybody, once again, I said before, who's listening to this podcast. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everybody who's watching this on Amazon, listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. So I don't want to hear nothing about Jermall Charlo and Boo Boo Andrade. They ducking Jaime. Jaime ain't even calling them boys out. Jaime ain't even thinking about those guys. This is all you Jaime Munguia fans. I don't want to hear nothing about they ducking Munguia, man. Munguia ain't saying nothing about those dudes. You talking about Triple G. I want to see how y'all defend that though. The question is, will Canelo Alvarez give Benavidez a shot at the title in 2021? 2022, that is the question, right, guys? At this point, no one knows exactly what Canelo is going to do until he makes his announcement next year, right? David Benavidez stopped Kyrone Davis in the 7th round via TKO stoppage when his corner threw in the towel. And I think they did the right thing, right? Davis's corner told him that they would stop the fight if he didn't do anything or show them something in the rounds. Kyrone Davis also moved up in weight. I think he was at 160, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was at 160, if I'm not mistaken, guys. And he just moved up in weight, and he took the fight on a 2-week notice because Jose Uzcategui, got popped for PEDs. He got popped for PEDs, right? And I don't think Jose Uzcategui is a Reynoso fighter. So that's probably why you haven't been seeing a lot of content creators raise a whole lot of hell about Uzcategui got popped dirty. He got popped dirty. But if Uzcategui would have got popped dirty and he was an Eddie Reynoso fighter, they would have been going crazy online about that, right? I intentionally, I said, I'm gonna just see what they say. If they're gonna jump out the window and say anything. But they couldn't tie it to Canelo, so that's probably why they didn't say anything about it, right? They didn't say much about it. It wasn't no ruckus like it was with the dude name. I forgot the guy name, man. I forgot the dude. One of the dudes that's over there, and you guys know who I'm talking about. At Reynoso camp, and they tied that to Canelo, right? So now Benavidez said that he deserves a shot at the title, which he does, and he's right. Benavidez is ranked number 1 by the WBC, but he is not the WBC mandatory as of yet. As of yet, he's not, right? Benavidez also called out Jermall Charlo, and he said that if he can't get Canelo, he would love to fight Jermall Charlo. Now, Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez are on the same side of the street. Both of them are PBC fighters, right? Benavidez also said that Charlo is a PUSSY, right? And he said, and he is afraid to get in the ring with him. Yet Charlo is willing to move up to fight Canelo. So if Charlo's willing to move up to 168, which he hasn't as of yet, he's, my opinion is he can fight David Benavidez, and whoever's the winner out of that can be the one to win the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes. He's not, so if you're going to move up, they should fight each other because David Benavidez is the number 1 guy with the WBC. And Jermall Charlo is not even a super middleweight yet. So if he moves up, it's only fair that they fight each other. For me, right? For me, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Now, Charlo and Benavidez should fight each other, and the winner should be the one to fight, be ordered to fight Canelo Alvarez. I think that's fair. Now, Canelo has a WBO mandatory that he will be mandated to fight. And the name of this guy is called Zach Parker. David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez has the WBO strap. His mandatory is Zach Parker. I don't know if you guys knew that. Zach Parker, go look it up, right? And I'm sure boxing fans do not want to see Canelo fight this guy named Zach Parker. We would prefer him to fight, a Benavidez, or if Charlo moves up, let them two fight it out or whatever. Sometime next year, that's what we prefer him to fight, right? But he has a mandatory that he will have to defend that belt against with the WBO or drop the belt. You know what I mean? Because, you know, the fans ain't going to want to see him fight that guy, even though that's a mandatory, right? Now, so in other news, Jaime Munguia, he did win a 12-round unanimous decision over Gabe Rosado, right? Now, this fight was billed as Mexico versus Puerto Rico, right? And this fight did not disappoint. This was a damn good fight. I saw a lot of it today. Saw a lot of it this morning, right? I didn't see nothing yesterday. You see what I'm saying? Now, in my opinion, this fight was a lot closer than the scorecards reflected. I thought the scorecards was kind of just too lopsided for my taste, but you know, Munguia still did win, but it just let me know, you know, check the temperature to see exactly what was going on. Now, Munguia did look like he had the faster hands, and he was controlling the pace of the fight early on. You know what I mean? Judges had it 118, 110, 119, 109, and 117, 111. I thought that it was a little bit closer than that. You know what I mean? But there's no argument with me. Munguia did win this fight. There was no argument with me on that. That boy Gabe Rosado, man, he came to fight, though. You see what I'm saying? But as the fight went on, Gabe did pick up the pace a little bit, and he let Munguia know that he wasn't going anywhere. Munguia was trying to knock him out, but he couldn't. Gabe wasn't going nowhere. He wasn't going anywhere. Now, Munguia was throwing some beautiful combinations, guys, throughout the fight, from what I've seen, right? But Munguia already said that, hold on, let me say. But Munguia is ready, but is he ready for Jermall Charlo or Boo Boo Andrade? I say he is. The reason why I say he is, because he's the number one guy to fight him. He has 38 wins, 38 wins now, 30 knockouts. He's ready to fight those guys. He's ready to fight Jermall Charlo and Boo Boo Andrade. Triple G is going on 40 years old. He'll be 40 this year, I think, right? So now, those are the guys that Jaime Munguia needs to be fighting now. I understand you called out Triple G. That's fine. That sounds good. But you're the number one contender. That you can have a shot to fight Jermall Charlo or Andrade. Those are the guys you should be calling out. And I think that if you are a fan of Jaime Munguia, that's who you should want to see him fight. We don't believe in protecting no fighters over here. We don't. Listen, we're not a part of the PBC protection program, and we're not a part of my favorite fight protection program neither. We don't do that shit over here. If this guy 38 wins, 38 wins, 30 knockouts, yeah, he ready for Jermall Charlo, and he ready for Andrade. But for some reason he didn't call him out. Why, I have no idea. Now, in the post-fight interview, right? Now I have it right here, I have the receipts. You know what I mean? Jaime called out Triple G as the next guy that he wanted to fight. Now, to me, as I said before, that doesn't make any sense because Munguia is the mandatory for Jermall Charlo and Andrade. He's the mandatory. He's the next guy, right? But for some reason, he appears that he does not want any smoke from the WBC or the WBO champions at this time. That's the way I see it. You don't have to agree with it. That's the way I see it. He don't want no smoke from Andrade nor Charlo. How do I know? He didn't call him out. He didn't say shit. He didn't have a problem calling out Triple G, but he sure enough had a problem calling out Charlo and Andrade. Prove me wrong, please. Please prove me wrong. I had a receipt right here, right? Now, on the DAZN fight card, Kid Galahad. Oh, Kid Galahad. They was hyping this dude up. Kid Galahad, he's the next, this and the next that, and yada, yada, yada. He got knocked the F out by Kiko Martinez in the 6th round. I saw the highlights on that. I saw all the Galahad was doing good. Galahad was winning. Landed more shots and everything. I saw that, right? Galahad was pretty much running away with it. But something went terribly wrong, right? Galahad was doing good until Kiko Martinez caught him with an overhand right with 5 seconds left in the 5th round, and he dropped him. You see what I'm saying? As soon as the bell rang in the 6th round, Kiko knocked Kid Galahad out cold with the overhand right. His first punch. As soon as the bell rang, he walked up to him, bam, caught him, knocked out cold, sleep. He might be still sleeping right now. It's over with. This is crazy, right? Now, this was a massive upset because Kiko was a huge underdog. Everybody in the UK said that Kid Galahad was going to run through Kiko. I remember seeing reports where they were saying that Kiko does not deserve to even have a fight, be in the ring with Kid Galahad. He doesn't even deserve to be in the ring with him. Now I know why. When you go to hearing fanagers protecting fighters, and they saying, oh, this fighter don't deserve to be in the ring with my fighter. He don't need to be over there with him. That means that they are not sure about that their fighter's going to win that fight, and they, shaking like booty meat about this fighter. That's what that means. You know what I mean? That's what I've learned. That's what that means, right? And now I see why they say he didn't deserve to be in the ring, because he knocked Buddy out, put Buddy to sleep. Put him to sleep. Okay, Galahad. I hope the brother's okay. I hope he's okay. Now, this was a massive upset, as I said before, guys, because Kiko was a massive underdog. The expert said that he did not deserve a shot at the title and he would lose this fight. This is what the expert says. But I guess the so-called experts were wrong again. These experts are always wrong, guys. They are always wrong. They are experts at getting it wrong. That's what I call them, right? Now, in women's boxing, the lovely Alicia Baumgardner, she destroyed the height job, Terry Harper, in spectacular fashion with a counter overhand right. Oh, it was beautiful. I saw it, dog. I saw the highlights. I saw the whole, really, I went to this site that I go to. They showed the fight. 3 rounds. I saw 3 rounds. Yo, what's her name was killing this girl. You see what I'm saying? With the quickness, the speed, the footwork, the athleticism. You know what I mean? Alicia was doing her thing, right? Now, this knockout was set up beautifully. This knockout was set up beautifully by Alicia, right? And she baited Terry to throw her jab. Then she slipped it while catching her flush on the chin with the counter overhand right. She threw that right hand, like soon as she threw the jab, she slipped it like this and came over the top with it. Bop! Caught her right on the chin. Now, Alicia hit Terry so goddamn hard that she was knocked out cold on her feet. She was asleep on her feet. Like she was like this here, sleep, eyes closed, standing up. She was standing up. Thank God that the referee jumped in and they stopped this fight just as Alicia was going for the kill with a lunging left hook. I think she kind of caught her a little bit, but the referee stopped it, right? The girl was literally asleep on her feet with her eyes closed in the middle of the ring. Congratulations to the new IBO WBC featherweight champion of the world, Alicia Baumgardner. That's who she is, man. I don't like her last name. We got to come up with something else, Killer Alicia or something like that. The Baumgardner, we got to come up with something gangster for her, right? Let's talk about it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everybody who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. Let's get into this, guys. Let's go straight to the chat. Let's go straight to the chat, man. Shout out to Tim Muzzy.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your board.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Benavidez was unleashing his combos, but was getting caught with some counters. You need a strong, intelligent counterpuncher to take out the octopus. Yeah. He was getting counted. David Benavidez is not the most defensively sound person in the world, fighter in the world. Let's be honest with you. He's gonna take some punches, but he's gonna keep coming. You know what I mean? That's what people like about him. Pause. He's gonna keep coming ahead, and he's gonna keep moving forward. That's what some people like about him. That's what some people like about it. El Bohemo said it's been a terrible year for Eddie Hearn fighters. Oh yeah, this is the thing though, right? This is the thing. I think a lot of you guys don't realize, like, a lot of times when these promoters go into these fights, they're promoting both fighters. They're promoting both fighters. So if the favorite fighter loses, the one who they lean more towards, they're still promoting the other fighter. So really, the promoters it's really not a lose-lose with them. It's a win-win, because if I control the promotional rights of both fighters, if fighter A loses to fighter B, the promoter still wins because, both fighters are his fighters. You understand what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying, though. I get exactly what you're saying, though. I get exactly what you're saying, though, fam. You know what I mean? He said, it's pronounced, boom, coach. I'm just going to say Alicia. Yeah, I'm just going to say Alicia. That's all I'm going to say. I can't pronounce her last name. I butcher names. Let's see. Graham Taylor said Terry Harper was out cold on her feet. Yes, she was. She was asleep. Yes, she was. That was a hell of an upset. He said the top fighters are ducking a guy, and the fans have the nerve to ask about his resume. It's so convenient. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I call them fanagers and fact makers. That's what the fanagers do. Shelton Moore says, Alicia look real good. She is a problem for the division. Yeah, for the featherweight she is. For the featherweight division she is, man. For the featherweight division she is. And I'm kind of glad. As you know, man, them fighters come. And guess what? Tony Harris is one of her trainers. She fights out of Tony Harris's fight camp. So that, it's like, when I saw her, I said, oh, she did that counter. She did that counter pull. She baited her. And as soon as she went up top, she timed it perfectly. That's timing. That's something that you saw. That's something that you saw that they worked on the timing. soon as they throw it, pop, you know what I mean? Throw it, pop. Floyd Mayweather was good at that. Muhammad Ali was good at that. Soon as you throw your jab, he slip it to the left and come over the top with his punch. You can tell they rehearsed that. You can tell they rehearsed that. And Tony Harrison is an excellent counterpuncher. Tony Harrison is an excellent counterpuncher. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, we saw that when he fought. We saw that when he fought Jermall Charlo. He's an excellent counterpuncher. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. She's half Korean. Okay, yeah, all right. I don't know what the nationality is. You know, she's half Korean. Okay, cool. Arlette says that Jamie is Wilder 2.0 with that record. That dog on Arlette say so. Jaime is Wilder 2.0, huh? Hey, you know what? That could be possible too. That could be possible. That could be possible. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm just saying, like, this dude 38-0 with 30 knockouts. Okay, it's time now. It's time now. He fought Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado made this fight what it was. He took a lot of punches, but Gabe Rosado, he gave a lot of punches as well. I did see that Jaime Munguia, he was getting hit with a lot of shots that he shouldn't have been got caught with. And if he runs up on someone who has some power, he might be in trouble. Because Gabe Rosado is not the most defensively sound guy in the world. Me seeing what I saw this morning, I'm like, this dude is getting hit with right hands and counter rights, and because Gabe was pretty much counter punching in the fight. Now I will say this: the strengths I see of Jaime Munguia is he's very he's quick. He has quick hands. I love the way he put his combinations together. I love the way he puts his combinations together. The way he the way he let his hands go. He throw good 3-4 punch combinations. I love it. I love the way he put his combinations together. The only problem is that he gets hit a lot. He gets hit a lot. He said exactly, Coach. That's what Hearn was trying to get away from, avoiding losses and putting competitive fights. Yeah, a lot of these promoters are doing that. A lot of these promoters are doing that. They don't want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters, but they're not going to be able to get away with that. The fans ain't falling for that shit no more. The fans ain't falling for that no more. He said exactly, Coach. That's what he was trying to get away from. Okay. Yeah, the fans ain't falling for that no more. Paul Evans says that stand-up knockout was brutal. Bro, when I looked at her, I think her eyes was closed, bro. I looked at her, I said, damn, her eyes closed. She was knocked out, sleep. She was asleep. And then I think it was the punch that Alicia hit her with the lunging left hook. The referee kind of blocked it a little bit. It woke her back up. She was asleep, like literally. Munguia showed a good chin and heart. Rosado is the dog. I thought he was. Yeah, Rosado, bad boy. And let me tell you something. Listen, let me tell you something. Somebody like Rosado deserves to fight for a big purse. I like those fighters like Gabe Rosado. Rosado coming to fight. He got 13 losses. But guess what? This guy is a fighter. This guy is a fighter. You see what I'm saying? And he's in there with him. And I like that. I'd rather watch a fighter like Gabe Rosado fight than a dude who undefeated, got all these damn knockouts, but he's knocking out Uber drivers and cherry picking and
but this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Taking all the easy matches, fighting other bums. I'd rather watch a fighter like Gabe Rosado. I ain't gonna sit back and say, oh man, he got losses, this and that. No, this dude gonna fight, he can fight. He was right there with the young buck yesterday, right there with him. Did he lose? Yes, he lost. But he gave us a very entertaining fight. He brought some ass and gave some ass. What I mean by that is you got to bring some in order to get some. He did that. I'd rather pay to see Rosado than a dude, because, and guess what? Rosado want the smoke. Rosado ain't trying to, hide behind this and that. And, he wants to fight. And I like that. Gabe Rosado deserves a payday. I make sure he get a payday. Man. He deserves that. Arlette says, how can Jamie smoke Triple G? Triple G never been dropped, not even by Canelo. He has a cast of an iron jaw. Yeah, that is true now. That is true. Brandon Lynn says, she came out dancing on the biggest fight of her life after talking big shit all week. A queen. Yeah, she talked the talk and walked the walk. Graham Taylor says, Alicia looked so much stronger than Harper. Yes, she was. She looked strong. And she looked more confident. Let me tell you something, dog. Them fighters out of the Midwest ain't nothing to play with, dog. The Midwest fighters, whether it's male or female, I'm telling you, those Midwest fighters, listen, man. Victor says, can Charlo take Munguia's pressure? Man, listen. Munguia didn't even mention Charlo's name last night, dog. Munguia did not mention Charlo's name last night. He didn't even say he is the #1 contender to fight Jermall Charlo, and he didn't say nothing about Charlo. So we won't know if Charlo can take his pressure or not, because first Munguia is going to have to want to fight him. You're the #1 contender to fight this guy. Your next fight should be for a title. As a matter of fact, let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. One thing about me, man. One thing about me, bro. I won't do no goddamn babysitting now. We won't do that over here, boy. Shit. I hear you. I hear what you're saying now. You feel me? Vic, I hear what you're saying, man. But right now, this dude, I just want you to call him out. That's all I want. Now call him out, and whether the fight happens or not, that's that's on you in the politics of boxing. But at least call him out. If you can call out Triple G, you can damn sure. Because one thing about David Benavidez, he called out Canelo. He said, I want Canelo next. He said, I've been fighting all these mandatories they've been putting in front of me. He said, my last fight was to become the mandatory to the WBC strap. I fought that. Now I'm the mandatory. Now they keep putting these guys in front of me. I want to fight for the WBC belt. This is what he said. Then he said that if I can't get Canelo, I'll fight Charlo. But Charlo is too much of a PUSSY. He don't want to fight me. This is what David Benavidez said. This is what he said. So Charlo will have to move up in weight to 168 in order to fight Canelo Alvarez or David Benavidez. I say this: if Charlo wants to fight Canelo, and he's not even a 168-pounder, and David Benavidez is the #1 mandatory to fight for that belt, then if Charlo moves up, he should fight David Benavidez, and the winner out of David Benavidez gets to fight Canelo. That's what I say. That's what I say.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
That's what I say. That's all I'm saying, guys. Hold on. Let's see. Organization. WBO. Bear with me for a moment, guys. Bear with me for a moment. We're going to do this month. We're going to go. I'm going to see, can I go October? Let's go October. See if it goes October. I don't know. Category, we're going to go to middleweight division. Okay. All right, here you go right here. All right, so I'm putting up the receipt now, right? Hold on, guys. Putting up the receipt. Let's go to the rankings. Middleweight division. Let's go to the rankings. Oh, and let's do one more, guys. Let's do one more. We're gonna look at the rest of the fight schedule too. We're gonna look at the rest of the fight schedule as well. Let's see. Triple G is the what? He's the IBF, right? Triple G is the IBF champion, guys. I think he's the IBF champion. Yeah, because Murata is the WBA champion. So, hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's go to middleweight. October. No ratings for October. Okay, let's go to. Hold on, guys. I'm finna pull this up right now. I like to show the receipts. You know me. I like to show the receipts. I don't want to just be saying shit. Let's submit and see that right there. Okay. Got the receipts. I had the receipts, guys. So let's do this. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. He said, getting rich from fighting tomato cans. It's up to the fans. Hey, that's for real, though.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
Yeah, man. That's what they want to do. They want to fight. They want to fight the easy matches. We ain't babysitting no fighters, man. I don't want to see no more top fighters fight easy matches. No more tight fighters fight easy matches. I want to see somebody pulling up, hear some call outs. That's what I want to see. Oh yeah, shout out to Major Key Boxing in the building. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Yeah, I ain't babysitting no fighters, dog. I don't give a damn if they from Mexico, if they Hispanic, if they black, if they white. I don't give a damn who it is. We don't babysit no fighters. I let y'all have the other shit. Y'all can keep your racial politics and what set you claim. Keep that. I want to see the fights fight. I ain't capping for no goddamn body. Yeah, we don't do that over here, man. Not over here. We won't do that over here. King KO said Jermall already ducked Canelo and Andrade. So yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm saying right now, 2022 from this point forward, And also check this out. You know, there's been a rumor out there you know, a lot of people thought that David Benavidez, he came in overweight. He did not come in overweight. The rules stipulate this, you know, because David Benavidez, they fought a fight the way it was the last-minute replacement. It was the last-minute replacement, guys, because he was supposed to fight Jose Uzcategui. Jose Uzcategui got popped dirty. He got popped dirty. You ain't really heard much about it because he wasn't a Eddie Reynoso fighter. This is why a lot of the content creators didn't really cover it. He wasn't an Eddie Reynoso fighter, and they couldn't tie it to Canelo, so this is why they ain't been making a fuss about it. But he got popped dirty. So anytime there's a replacement fight in the last minute that comes on like this, according to the rules, a fighter is allowed to come in 1 pound over the weight limit. So David Benavidez came in at 169. He came in at 1 pound over the weight limit, which was the rules. That was the rule. He didn't break any rules. He did not come in overweight. Anybody who thought David Benavidez came in overweight, that's not true. That's not true. He didn't come in overweight at all, right? He didn't come in overweight. So I just want to clear that up. Let's see. Chaz says that Joey Chaz, what'd you say? He say Brandon, Texas got 40 million people. So the Charlos can't sell 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Oh man, I'm just saying, man. YouTube school boxing says Charlo versus Benavidez winner gets payday. Yeah, I think that's what I think. And this is the thing though. Hey, YouTube school boxing, check this out. Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez are both PBC fighters. Explain to me why two fighters who are on the same side of the street, a fight can't happen. They can't make no fight happen. Come on, man. That can happen. He said, if Jermall Charlo don't fight top level fighter in 2022, I thought after Deryanchenko fight in September 2020, Charlo would be fighting on the top fighters. Also, he won't be taking serious for the rest of his career. Well, listen, guess what? I'm finna show you the receipts right now. I'm fixing to show you the receipts right now. I'm fixing to show you the receipts right now. He says, is there a Canelo name not called it out? He said, is there Canelo name calling not allowed? Oh man, I don't know what the hell you talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, fam. Let's see. He says, Lawrence says, who do you think can give Canelo a run for his money? We won't know until he get in the ring and fight the top guys. You know what I mean? Canelo beat Caleb Plant. That was a damn good fight. Caleb Plant was a lot better than I thought he was. He showed up. Shout out to Caleb Plant. But we're gonna have to, you know, you got to keep fighting top guys. You got to keep fighting top guys, right? No one thought that Kiko Martinez was going to beat Kid Galahad. They were saying that he didn't even deserve to be in the ring with Kid Galahad. You see what happened? Kid Galahad got knocked the F out. You see what I'm saying? So anything can happen in the sport of boxing. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. But I don't know, fam. You know, we got to keep fighting top level competition, though. You know what I mean? We got to keep fighting top level competition. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about, though. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, right here, I want you guys thinking. I don't want you guys thinking I'm capping. You know me. I like to show the receipts. I don't want you guys thinking I'm capping. So right here, this title is true to form. This title is true to form. Let me go ahead and blow it up a little bit. Go ahead and blow it up a little bit. Stop right here. So it says Jaime Munguia calls out Gennady Golovkin in post-fight after beating Gabe Rosado, right? He called out. Now, this title is not misleading or anything. He called out Gennady Golovkin. That's who he called out. That's who he called out. Period, right? Now, the only problem I have with this, my brother, Jaime Munguia, the only problem I have with this is this, right? This is the problem I have with this. Why are you calling out Triple G? Triple G is the IBF middleweight champion of the world. I hope you guys can see this. Let's pull this up. This is the problem that I have, guys, with this, right? Ryota Murata from Japan is the WBA champion. Triple G is in the process of having a unification bout with Murata in Japan. So he's having a unification bout with Murata in Japan. So Triple G, as old as he is, he's been a unified champion in the middleweight division a couple of times. And if he can win this fight, he will become the unified middleweight champion again. Jermall Charlo has not fought any champions since he's been in the middleweight division. Demetrius Andrade, He's been trying to fight the other guys in the middleweight division, but for some reason, he has not been able to land those guys. So whether they've been ducking, running, hiding, doing the Tootsie Roll, the butterfly, the one leg up, the cabbage patch, whatever it is, he has not been able to get him in the ring, and therefore he has to fight other people. And people have been saying that Demetrius Andrade has been fighting bums, but the other champions don't want to fight him. So this is what people have been saying. So let's move on, right? So now, as you can see right here, there's no one ranked number 1 in the IBF. So Munguia should not be calling out Triple G because you're not even ranked number 1 in the IBF. Let's keep going. Number 2, as you can see, there's no one else is ranked here. I hear what you're saying, man. Carlos says, coach, but it makes sense. If Triple G wins the second belt, if he wins, so listen, yeah. I understand what you're saying. You're saying if he does this, it makes sense. Okay, if that makes sense to you, then it doesn't make sense that for Jaime Munguia to be ranked number 1. Number 1. And I'm going to tell you why. He's ranked number 1 to fight for a championship in the WBC. That doesn't make sense that he should fight that guy. How does calling out Triple G make sense? And I know what you're saying. You're saying if Triple G wins, what if he don't win? Fact of the matter is, Jaime Munguia is the number 1. I'm finna show it to you. I'm finna show it to you. So, the number 3 guy who would be in line to fight Triple G would be this guy, Patrick. And then another guy from Brazil. And then another guy from Canada. And then another guy from Germany. And then another guy from Spain. Then you got Vincent Fagenbutts. Vincent Fagenbutts, I guess Vincent Fagenbutts did fight, he fought Caleb Plant. Now he's back down to middleweight. You got Vincent Fagenbutts. You got another guy from Kazakhstan. You got another guy from Kazakhstan. Jaime Munguia is ranked number 12 in the IBF. Jaime Munguia is ranked number 12 in the IBF. Jaime Munguia, sir, why are you calling out Triple G? Your ass ranked number 12 in the IBF here. But guess what, guys? I told you I got the receipts, right? Told you I got the receipts. So can someone please explain to me this? Why would a fighter who has 38 wins, 29, 30 knockouts, a killer, an assassin, he's supposed to be the next Canelo Alvarez, so to speak. I guess that's how, and he's training, and I think he's training with what the fighter is, Hall of Fame fighter Morales. Is it Eric Morales? I forgot the fighter, not Eric Morales. I forgot one of the Hall of Fame fighters back in the day who's training them right now. You know, he has the backing of a heavy hitter. But anyways, Jaime Munguia is ranked number 1. As you can see right here, guys, Jermall Charlo is the WBC champion, right? So you got a lot of people who say Jermall Charlo need to fight somebody. He need to stop cherry picking, stop fighting bums. Okay, is Jaime Munguia somebody? Is Jaime Munguia somebody? This is the question I have. Is Jaime Munguia somebody? And if he is somebody, guess what, guys? If Jaime Munguia is somebody, then why you Jaime Munguia fans do not want to see Munguia fight Jermall Charlo? I mean, Jaime Munguia is somebody, right? And Jermall Charlo, he's been fighting subpar competition. So why not put Jaime Munguia and Jermall Charlo in the ring together? Since Jaime Munguia, he is the number 1 contender for that belt. He's the next guy in line. He's the next guy in line. And guess what? He beat him, he become a champion. Yeah, Eric Morales. Yeah, sorry about that. Eric Morales, that's the guy. Yeah, so if he beat him, he will become a champion, right? Yeah, he's trained by Eric Morales. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, Eric Morales. So anyways, he's trained by Eric Morales. So tell me this here. You are the number 1 guy here. Over here in the IBF, you rank number 12. But you're going to skip all these guys and you want to call out Triple G. Why he didn't call this guy?
Hey, okay.
That's what I want to know. That's all I want to know. He's 25 years old, right? He's a killer. He's an assassin. Jaime Munguia is a killer. He's an assassin. As a matter of fact, that's what they say, right? That's what they say, right? He's a killer. He's an assassin. So why are we calling out Jermall Charlo? I mean, why are we not calling out Jermall Charlo? If he fights Jermall Charlo, he's the number 1 guy. Let's go on. Let's go here. This is on the WBO site, guys. This is the WBO site. This is the WBO site. On the WBO site, The champion, the middleweight champion, is Demetrius Andrade, right? Guess who's number one to fight for this belt? Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia. This guy says he didn't call out Triple G. You don't even speak Spanish. Yes, I do. I speak fluent Spanish, read, write, speak, and spell Spanish. And he did call out Triple G. He said that's who he wanted to fight. Why not make that fight happen? We can agree to disagree on that. But anyways, this guy says that Munguia would outwork Charlo. The only way we gonna know that is unless they get in the ring. That's the only way we gonna know that, unless they get in the ring. That's all I want to see. We don't put no fighters in protective custody over here. We don't put no fighters in protective custody over here. We don't put no fighters in protective custody over here. But my thing is this here. You're the number one guy. You're the number one guy in the WBC and the WBO. My question is, if he is the number one guy in the WBO, which we see, do you want to see Jaime Munguia fight for a title next? Anybody want to see Jaime Munguia fight for a championship next? Anybody? Speaking to the Jaime Munguia fans, do you want to see your killer fight for a title next? Finna see what's up. Self said yes. Self said yes. That's what I'm talking about, Self. Self said yeah. Brandon Lynn says, of course he's not. So Self said yeah, he want to see him fight. Anybody want to see Jaime Munguia fight for a title next? He's ranked number one in the WBO, and he's ranked number one in the WBC. He's ranked. I'm not saying. Let me see what's. I'm trying to see. Can I get anybody want to see him fight for a title next? Anybody? I'm trying to, Anybody want to see him fight for a title next? D. Garcia said, hell yeah. William Posey said yes. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Victor Terrone says, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Now, we established that we want to see Jaime Munguia fight for a title yet. We established that we want to see Jaime Munguia fight for a title. Guess what, guys? He can fight for a title because he is the WBC number one guy, as you can see right here. And he number one mandatory, and he's the WBO number one mandatory. He can push for both of those fights if he wanted to. So, since we are established that we want to see Jaime Munguia fight for a title, the question is now, which one of these fighters who Jaime Munguia is ranked number one, he's ranked number one for the fight for the WBO championship, and he's ranked number two to fight for the WBC championship. Which one of these fighters you want to see him fight? Jermall Charlo or Andrade? Jermall Charlo or Andrade? Which one do you want to see him fight next? Which one do you want to see him fight next? Tim Moosey says, damn, I didn't know he was ranked 12th on the IBF. Thanks for the fact checking. Yeah, he's ranked number 12 on the IBF. That's what made me look it up. I'm like, but damn, why is he calling out Triple G? But he ranked number 12 in the IBF, but his very next fight could be, he can press Jermall Charlo. He can press Jermall Charlo and press Andrade. Let's see. Shout out to David.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
So he said, Coach Munguia saying it's easy to make the Triple G fight because they both on the zone. Charlo PBC won't allow him to cross the street. Okay. So, but guess what? Guess who else on the zone, David? Boo Boo Andrade is on the zone. David, Boo Boo Andrade is on the zone. So let's say we run with that, right? We run with that. I give you that. Well, he don't call out Jermall Charlo because Jermall Charlo's on the wrong side of the street, right? And we do know that when fighters, check this out, David, we do know that when two fighters want to fight each other, these promoters can't make it happen, right? We do know that. We see that, right? But I would give you that. You might be right about that. Jaime Munguia is with Golden Boy. Golden Boy they don't do business with PBC. I get that. But guess who's with the Zone? Triple G. Triple G is with the Zone. You know that, right? I just want to let you know that if you didn't know that. Shout out to Looney Knuckles.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
So he said Triple G Munguia is a pay-per-view. Nobody knows Boo Boo. Wow. But this is the thing, right? That's not going to be pay-per-view because Triple G is with the Zone. Boo Boo is with the Zone. And Jaime is with the Zone. So you have 3 fighters that's with the Zone. You see what I'm saying? Fact of the matter is, he's ranked #1 to fight for the WBO strap. So what I'm listen, I'm gonna say it again. We got to keep that same energy. If it's Wilder, the energy is different. If it's Jermall Charlo, he ain't fighting nobody. He ducking. The energy is different. If it's Boo Boo Andrade, he ain't fighting nobody. He ducking. The energy is different. What I'm saying is this. Jaime Munguia, Boo Boo Andrade is a what is it called? A DAZN fighter. He's not going to get he's on Triple G is a bigger name than Boo Boo. That's not even the point. That's not even the point. He's an undefeated champion, and guess what? He's not going to get the Triple G fight. He's not even going to get the Triple G fight. So my question is this: okay, I'll tell you what. This is what I'm gonna do because I see you guys wiggling. You're wiggling right now. I gave you too much wiggle room. I have given you too much wiggle room. So let's do this. As you can see, Jaime Munguia is not even ranked in the top 10 he's not even ranked in the top 10, as you can see, with the IBF. He's not even ranked in the top 10. You can see this, right? You can see this. Okay, cool. Now, he's not ranked in the top 10. So let's say this. If Jaime Munguia is not able to get Triple G in the ring, this is to all you guys who saying that Triple G is the bigger name and all that stuff there. Okay, that's fine. I already see where you're going at with it, right? And I knew what you was going to say before you said it. If he's not able to get Triple G in the ring, would you like to see Jaime Munguia fight one of these 2 champions in order for him to become champion? Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. F Society says, you know, I'm here to talk my ears. Canelo don't want no smoke with Benavidez, respectfully, coach.
Hey, okay.
Hey, man. Arlette says, Munguia is a nobody, too. Hello, Arlette. Arlette going hard in the chat, man. Oh, okay, this all I'm saying. Let's say he's not able to get Triple G in the ring. Who do you Jaime Munguia fans want to see him fight next? He has two shots at the title. If he's not able to he's not even ranked in the top 10 with the IBF. But if he's not able to get Triple G in the ring, let's say Triple G fights somebody else after the Murata fight, and now Jaime Munguia needs to fight somebody next. He has the opportunity to become a champion. You guys said that you want to see him fight for a title next. So if you want to see Jaime Munguia fight for a title next, if he's not able to get Triple G in the ring, and he's not even ranked in the top 10, Jaime Munguia is, and with the IBF, which one of these 2 championship fighters do you want to see him fight? Andrade, because he's ranked #1 here, or Jermall Charlo? Shout out to Looney Knuckles.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says that Triple G was pound for pound. DA would never, I guess saying DAZN would never be what it was once they better win. Yeah, I guess saying Demetrius Andrade. He said Carlos, he said, but honestly, any of those 4 names will make good fights at the end of the day. I don't care which 2. Just hope they fight. That's where I'm at. I just want to see him fight. He said, do a poll, coach. Yeah, I'm going to do a poll right now. That's a good idea. He saw, shout out to Tim Muzzy.
Hey, Leroy.
Sorry about that, fam.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for, bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, can you give a shout out to Norman on the Navajo station on the Navajo Nation listening to your show with me today. He says, you speak facts. Yeah, shout out to Norman, man, over there with the Navajo Nation. Shout out to you, fam. I really appreciate that, fam. You listening to the old boy today. I appreciate that. I'm fixing to do a poll right now, though. I'm finna do a poll. We not talking about no stripper poll neither. We fixing to do a poll. Because all I'm saying is this: if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. And shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. Let's do this. Let's do this. Jaime Munguia, right? Munguia. Doing a poll right now. If Munguia cannot land the Triple G fight, this is the poll. Triple G fight. Up right there. Who do you want him to fight next for a title? We're going to have right here Jermall Charlo. We're going to have Jermall Charlo, guys. This is the poll. Andrade. That's it. I just submitted the poll, guys. I just submitted it to you. We gonna find out what's up. I'm gonna see what the people say. I'm gonna see what the people say. We're gonna see what the people, we're gonna see what the people say. I just dropped the poll, guys. We're gonna see what the people say. We're gonna see what the people say. Joey Chad say Munguia sold out that stadium. Okay. We're gonna see what the people say. He say, drop a dime on your boy. Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, what we're going to do at the 1 hour mark, give me about 3 more minutes. At the 1 hour mark, we're going to start accepting phone calls. Start accepting phone calls at the 1 hour mark. I want to see what they say. Shout out to Norman, man, of the Navajo tribe for listening in on us, man.
Hey, okay.
Give him an OJ Jew man side.
To this day.
Really, though.
True.
Or let's say they don't want Andrade to fight their boy Jamie. Andrade will confuse Jamie. And Jamie fans will make the excuse about black fighters running. Okay, black fighters running. Yeah. I just dropped the poll. I want to see what they say. Again, the question is this: if Jaime Munguia is not able to land the Triple G fight, there are 2 other champions out there who have belts. Andrade, Jaime Munguia is the #1 guy, as you can see right here, for the WBC. Jermall Charlo, y'all say he don't fight nobody, right? He need to step up in competition. Guess what? This is a step up right here. Jaime Munguia, the knockout artist from Mexico. 38 wins, 30 knockouts. 38 wins, 30 knockouts. This is the step up fight that Jermall Charlo can have. And this is the opportunity for Jaime Munguia to beat this kid from Houston, Texas, and take this strap from his belt. Straight this strap, right? And let's go over here. Right over here, he could take Andrade, Andrade. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't got no resume. So since he ain't fought nobody, got no resume, guess what? This will be an easy fight for him to make. Go ahead and beat Boo Boo and take that belt, right? Go ahead and beat Boo Boo and take that belt, right? That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and fight Boo Boo and take that. We're doing the poll right now. So he can go take this belt, right? So that's the question. That's the question, guys. Because I don't want to give these guys no room to run. All that, I already know what's going on. I don't want to give these guys no room to run. We're not running a protective custody channel over here. We don't put fighters in protective custody. If this guy is who you say he is, 38 wins, 30 knockouts, and he has an opportunity, his very next fight, to fight for the belt. Now, to become champion. He's ranked number 12 over here. I can tell you right now, he's not going to fight Triple G. That fight ain't going to happen. So if that fight don't happen, who do you want to see him fight next? Shout out to Looney Knuckles.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said keep that same energy for Boo Boo versus Charlo. Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Okay. He the number one guy. Listen, David Benavidez said he wants to fight Canelo next. He said he want Canelo next, and if he can't get Canelo, he said that he want to fight Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo can move up, but he said Jermall Charlo is too much of a PUSSY to fight him. And Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez are both PBC fighters. So if that fight doesn't materialize, Jermall Charlo is a middleweight champion. So you say, okay, because of the promotional politics, different sides of the street, that fight won't happen, right? Okay, that's what y'all say. But Andrade is a DAZN fighter. Triple G is a DAZN fighter, and so is Jaime Munguia. So if Jaime Munguia cannot get Triple G in the ring, which I'm telling you guys, he won't. I'm telling you guys, he won't. Who do you want to see him fight next? Who do you want to see him fight next? That's all I'm saying. All right, let me go ahead and go ahead and set the phone calls, man. Anybody want to call in, y'all call. As a matter of fact, hold on, let's look at this poll. Let me see what this poll at so far. I want to see what this poll at so far. Because I'm checking oil right now. I'm checking the temperature right now, guys. Right now, so far, 56% say they want to see Jaime Munguia fight Jermall Charlo. The people are speaking so far. The people are speaking so far. The poll. This is the poll, guys. When I say poll, I'm not talking about the stripper poll. Right now, our guy, Jaime Munguia, 38. Let's see, he got 38 wins. He has 30 knockouts. He's a knockout artist. He's a knockout artist, right? We don't run protection. We're not a part of the PBC protection program. And we don't run protection programs for no damn fighters. No, hell to the no. Okay, let's keep going. Now, Jaime Munguia. This guy, he started out, he's had a bunch of fights in Mexico. He's knocked out a lot of these guys. 8-round fights, 10-round fights, 4-round fights, 8-round fights, 10-round fights. He had a 12-round fight when he fought Saddam Ali. I saw this fight right here. That was let me see. That was let me see. Saddam Ali. Let's see what happened right here. Yeah, he had the WBO light middleweight title. Oh, light middleweight title? WBO light middleweight title. Then he moved up and he fought he won the WBO intercontinental middleweight title. Then he defended his belt. And then he defended his belt as Gabe Rosado. So he's 38-0. And it looks like 38-0, and it looks like he has 30 knockouts. He's a knockout artist. Brandon Lynn says Munguia gave up mandatory status to Duck Andrade. He's a knockout artist, right? He said Boo Boo ain't got no pop. Okay. Well, you know what? That should make it even more easier for Munguia to fight him then. That should make it more easy for him to fight him. Okay, let's look at the poll, guys. Let's look at the poll. What is the conclusion of the poll? Let's start right here. 64 votes in. 53% said that they would like to see Munguia fight Jermall Charlo. And 47% say they would like to see Munguia fight Boo Boo Andrade. That's the poll. He's a knockout artist, so that's the poll right there. Now, when I look at Liam Smith, okay. Saddam Ali, okay. Navarrete, Jose Carlos Paz, Paul Venezuela, okay. Brandon Cook, Takeshi, okay. Patrick, Gary O'Sullivan, Camille, I can't pronounce the dude last. Gabe Rosado. Yeah, he ready. I would say he ready. I would say he ready. So the fans, the people have spoken. The people have spoken. And let's accept some calls, man. Y'all call in, man. 530-494-9636. If you are calling internationally, you're gonna have to call through. WhatsApp. If you're calling internationally, you're gonna have to call through WhatsApp. Well, let's accept some calls. 530-494-9636. Please be respectful or you will get hung up on. We do not allow any trolls or nothing to come cursing. We want to talk about boxing, right? I'm also gonna ask some questions about our sister, man, Alicia. Alicia did her thing last night. And what about Kid Galahad? Kid Galahad got knocked the F out. The kid was expected to beat Kiko, but somebody forgot to tell Kiko that he was supposed to lose that fight yesterday. Somebody forgot to tell Kiko that he was supposed to lose that fight yesterday. Somebody forgot to tell him. Somebody forgot to tell him. So, you know what I mean? And somebody forgot to tell Alicia that she was supposed to lose yesterday as well. Somebody forgot to tell her that she was supposed to lose. See what I'm saying? So, you know, them fighters out of the Midwest is something else, man. Fighters out of the Midwest is something else. So let's see. King KO said that Kid Galahad is a hype job. Yeah, they said that as a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Let me go ahead and pause it right quick. Edit. Take that off. Hit save. They said that Kid Galahad was the killer. Egg Shape says somebody forgot to slip the envelope under Kiko's door the night before.
True.
He said somebody forgot to tell Kiko that he was a massive underdog and he was supposed to lose last night. Somebody forgot to tell that to Kiko. Somebody forgot to tell Kiko, listen, I'm listening to all these experts, you know, with the zone and all these experts in the UK. They say, oh, yeah, you know, Kid Galahad, you know, he's going to destroy Kiko. And Kiko doesn't even deserve to be in the ring with Kid Galahad. And Kid Galahad is the next coming of what to do, Prince Nassim Ahmed and this and that. And Eddie Hearn was really high on Kid Galahad. Eddie Hearn was really high on Kid Galahad. The only problem is this brother from Spain, Kiko Martinez from Spain, from España. This brother from Spain, somebody forgot to tell him that he was supposed to lose yesterday. Somebody forgot to tell him that he was supposed to lose yesterday. That's all I'm saying. Somebody forgot to tell him that he was supposed to lose yesterday. He says that you guys are acting like Kid weren't beating the crap out of Kiko. Yes, Kid Galahad was winning the fight. He was beating him. Facts. Kid Galahad was beating Kiko. He was beating the brakes off of them. You are right, sir. You 1000% correct about that. You have no argument with me.
True.
Kid Galahad was going to work. Kid Galahad was beating the brakes off of Kiko. But the end result, sir, was this. That overhand right put Kid Galahad to sleep. Overhand right in the 6th round. The same punch that dropped him in the 5th round with 5 seconds left on the clock. So you're right about that, my brother. You're right about that, my brother. Kid Galahad was all of that in a bag of chips. Yet, he got knocked out last night. Somebody forgot to tell Kiko Martinez that he was a massive underdog and he was supposed to lose. He says Kid Galahad isn't a hype job. He's boring as watching paint dry, but he's not a hype job. Oh, you know, I'm not saying Kid Galahad is a hype job. I'm not saying that. I don't, you know, I let y'all decide whether he's a hype job or not. All I know is this here. He was hyped up by Eddie Hearn. He was hyped up by a lot of people. I had a couple of my friends telling me, you know, Kid Galahad, the next Prince Hassim Ahmed and all that stuff. I got quite a few friends from the UK that's been hitting me up, and other people who's fans of this guy been telling me this stuff, right? And I'm like, okay, Kid Galahad, he pretty good. I seen him have maybe 5 fights. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good fighter. But all I'm saying is this here. Somebody forgot to tell Kiko that he was supposed to lose last night. Nobody saw that knockout coming. Nobody. Nobody saw. These experts, right? These experts. This is what I'm saying, guys. These experts know what the hell they be talking about. Shout out there, Hector Garcia.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey,
Boy.
Hector says somebody forgot to tell Kiko the check's in the mail. Yeah, somebody forgot to tell him. Somebody forgot to tell him. Somebody forgot to tell him that the check's in the mail. You see what I'm saying? Now, if they would have, listen, Kiko, but this is something else. Hold on, let me see it now. That's the zone now. The zone don't even play. I would show y'all this, guys, but the zone don't even play, bro. The zone do not play. It was nice how we set it up, too, though. The zone don't play, bro. They don't want nobody to, boy. Yeah, the zone don't play, man. He said Martinez calculated that shot and executed it. Yeah, because he was losing. He was losing. He was losing that fight. James Burrell said those experts on the zone been wrong a lot lately. Warrington, Mikey Garcia, AJ Galahad. Yeah, man, they've been taking L's left and right, boy, over there in the zone, boy. They have been taking L's left and right over there on the zone. The zone they've been taking L's left and right. They've been taking L's left and right over there, boy. I'm talking about, boy, everything the zone pick. I think it's a safe bet. I think it's a safe bet, guys. I think it's a safe bet. Whatever the experts at the zone say go with, you just pick the opposite guy. Just pick the opposite guy. Whoever the experts at the zone say go with, just pick the opposite guy. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Like this another expert that the people at the zone pick too. Another expert. There's another expert that they pick. There's another expert that they pick, right? Let's look at some of these picks that the zone pick right now. Let's see. Look, they got another expert they pick right here, right? And this is the scorecard right here. This is the scorecard right here. Galahad was going to work on Galahad was going to work. Let me blow it up for you guys. Galahad was going to work on Martinez. As you can see right here, total punches landed. Galahad in the first round, he landed 27 punches. Martinez landed 4 punches. So he was giving, as a matter of fact, let me blow it up a little bit more. Every time sorry about that, guys. Hold on. All right, there you go. Blow it up a little bit more. Now, as you can see right here, guys, Galahad landed 27 punches in the first round. Martinez landed 4. Galahad landed 27 punches in the second round. Martinez landed 8. Galahad landed 30 punches in the third round. Martinez landed 12. Galahad landed 26 punches in the fourth round. Martinez landed 13. Galahad landed 20 punches in the fifth round. Martinez landed 11. So you can see right here, Galahad was landing punches in the 20s and one time at 30, and he was beating the brakes off of Kiko. But somebody forgot to tell Kiko in that fifth round when he caught Galahad with a well-timed overhand right. Galahad dropped his left hand. When he dropped his left hand, he got timed with the overhand right, flush on the chin. He went straight back, and he never recovered from it. And then in the sixth round, he landed 1 punch. He threw 1 punch, landed 1 punch, and that was it. That was the knockout punch. So somebody, you see what I'm saying? These experts. Now let's go over here to the women. Now, these experts at the zone also said, here you go right here. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is the zone. They don't want nobody playing. Let's do this. Let's do this right here. I can't have the volume playing. Let's go right here though. This type overhand right. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Also, shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music as well as Spotify. Here you go right here, guys. Somebody forgot to tell Kiko that he was supposed to take a dive this fight, or he was supposed to lose. That's all I'm saying. Eddie Hearn been taking L's left and right. Eddie Hearn's been taking L's left and right, guys. That's all I'm saying. He been taking the L's left and right. These experts, let's look at some more of these experts. He said Kiko was in there looking like a human muscle spasm. Yeah, man, he was flexing. He was flexing. John McSmith said, all right, how come Kiko didn't get the memo? Yeah, somebody forgot to tell him. Somebody forgot to tell Kiko that he was supposed to lose. He said, down goes kid. Yeah, man. Now, as you can see, I showed you the punch stats. Now. The punch stats showed that Kiko was getting the brakes beat off of. You see the champ right here, though. You see Alicia right here. She's sitting there back there smiling, getting ready. She's sitting back there smiling, getting ready with her trainer. They're out of Detroit. Anything coming out of Detroit, guys, it's going to be hard to bet against anything coming out of Detroit. She getting ready. She was an underdog, too. Yes, Alicia. She was an underdog as well. Yes, our sister from D-Town. She was an underdog. Came all the way from Detroit to the UK. The crowd was booing her. Everybody was booing her. They booed her when she got off the plane. They booed her at the weigh-in. They booed her when she was picking her gloves. They booed her when she was walking to the ring. They booed her in the ring, and they booed her at the interview, and they booed her when she was walking back to the locker room. They kept booing. They booed all the way. Guess what they did? They booed her. Guess what they did? There she goes. She's slipping that punch. She's working on that right now. As soon as they throw that jab, you slip it, bap, come back with the overhand right. She waiting on that. She was waiting on that. As a matter of fact, Eddie Hearn, you got this pick wrong too, buddy. Eddie Hearn got that pick wrong too. Boy, these experts at the zone, boy. Boy, you can't be listening to these experts. Though. Here you go right here. But you know what? I'm not going to lie. When I saw Alicia win this fight last night, it brought tears in my eyes. I didn't see it last night because I didn't have the zone anymore, but I'm going to reorder it. But I saw it this morning. Well, early in the morning before the sun came up. So I'm doing my research. So when I saw her win this fight, it brought tears in my eyes at the way she was celebrating in the ring. I want you guys to see exactly what I'm talking about. This girl right here, man. Y'all look. This is beautiful. Watch this counter pull. Ali used to do this. Ali used to do this all the time. As soon as they throw the jab, she slip it, bam, come back with that overhand right. She set it up. Nobody believed in this girl on the team. Eddie Hearn already, they was throwing parades already. Yeah, this is just going to be another walk in the park. This girl from Detroit, she's coming over here. This is the zone fight card. There's no way she's going to win. This is just going to be a walk in the park. They was whistling Dixie and everything. Well, they don't whistle Dixie in the UK, but you get what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? They was doing all of that. Eddie Hearn, sir, them L's, boy, you've been taking some L's this year, boy. They've been taking some L's this year, man. Eddie. I'm thankful that Terry is okay. I'm glad that Terry is okay. I'm glad that's, I'm surprised that didn't nobody say that the referee, did a bad job. And they was booing, listen, they was booing the stoppage. Listen, I'm listening to it this morning, right? They were booing the stoppage. They was booing the fact that the referee stopped the fight. Why would you boo that? Why would you boo that the referee stopped the fight? This girl was asleep. She was like this here. You know what woke her up? When Terry hit her with the left hook, but she kind of pulled it. She didn't hit her hard. When she hit her with the left hook, it woke her up, and the referee grabbed her. That's what woke her back up. She was literally asleep. She went stiff. I've never seen anybody sleep standing up. Never seen anybody sleep standing up. She was still standing up. Knocked out on her feet. For real, though. Knocked out on her feet. True. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Boy, that the zone, woo. All I'm saying is this here. Eddie Hearn, I like you, dog. You all right, but listen, this the zone stuff, boy. Y'all forgot to tell Kiko that he was supposed to lose. He knocked out Kid Galahad, the kid, and you forgot to tell Alicia that she was supposed to lose to Terry. She knocked out Terry. So I think, and she is the new IBO and WBC featherweight champion of the world. Girl from D-Town. Let's see who this is, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Let me get you on the phone. Let me get you on the phone, player. Hold on, let me get you on the phone. All right,
Yo, man.
All right, caller, what's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm from London, man. South London, innit? I'm from Peckham, man.
London, what's going on? What's your name, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm from London, innit? I'm from Peckham, innit? I just wanted to speak about the Charlo Benavidez, like the situation there, innit?
What's your name though? So I can call you by your name.
Oh, my name's Cassidy, man. My name's Devon, man. Cassidy Devon, man.
Cassidy, okay. All right, Cassidy, what you want to talk about, fam?
No, I just wanted to talk about the Charlo Benavidez situation, innit? You get me? It's not really making too much sense. The only guy, that Boo Andre guy, he's on it. He's on this smoke. He's been calling out Charlo for over how many years? Went to his president and he said, I'm going to fight. When are we going to fight? His other brother came in and butted his stuck his nose in where it doesn't belong. Munguia, I don't know what he's talking about. Golovkin, I don't know what he's talking about. He's young, golden boy. Oscar De La Hoya is controlling him. You know this stuff already, man. Oscar, he's telling him what to say. He's meant to see that stuff. Golovkin, this and that. He doesn't want no smoke. Trust me, man. All those tin cans that he's fighting, they're nobody.
Who you talking about? Who fighting tin cans? Who you talking about, brother?
Munguia, he's fighting tin cans, man. Rosado's there to fight. We know what Gabe Rosado brings, man. We know he's a warrior. Come on, man. He's from Bernard Hopkins, Danny Garcia. Come on, man. All those Philly fighters, come on, man. They're born to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gabe Rosado's 35 years old, man. He's 35 years old. Golovkin done boxing years ago. He's been through the wreckage, man. Just he's beating up damaged goods already.
Let me see. So I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to tell you what the poll is. I have Cassidy. I'm going to tell you what the poll I have. I'm going to end the poll now. We have 112 votes in the poll. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. The poll shows that 40-something% of the people wants Charlo, wants Galahad, wants Jaime Munguia to fight Jermall Charlo. Now, all I'm saying is this.
No.
Wait, hear me out.
No.
If Jaime Munguia cannot land the Triple G fight, for whatever reason, I'm trying to give these guys all the wiggle room they can get because I understand where they're going at with this. I'm a vet when it comes to dealing with these guys now. I understand these guys who like to protect these fighters. If you cannot get Triple G, you're ranked number 12 in the IBF. You're not going to get that fight. Okay, let's say
that's what I'm saying. He needs to go and fight Boo Andre. As soon as Andre's got a fight coming up. He's fighting quickly. No one cares about quickly. No one cares about that.
Right.
He's got to defeat that guy, and then next he can beat Andre, and then he can move on to Golovkin. Then he can get the bigger paychecks. Then he can start. He's only 25. He's Munguia's smart. Munguia's a smart man. He's only 25.
Right.
These guys are on their way up. Charlo's 30. Charlo's 30 plus. Andre's on the way. These guys they don't have long. So Munguia, he has time. And he's got half a decade to go.
Yeah.
Golovkin's 40. Golovkin's 40. Munguia's gonna go through the wreckage before he fights Golovkin.
Right. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Cassidy. I don't think Munguia's gonna get that. He's not gonna get the Triple G fight anyways because Triple G is at a point in his career. This is the thing, right? This is the thing, guys. I don't know if you understand this. Canelo has a lot of options for his next fight. He can choose to fight Jermall Charlo.
100%.
Go ahead.
100%.
Yeah, he can choose to fight.
No, I'm saying 100%. He's got many options. He's the key. They plant Billy Joe Saunders, Benavidez, Charlo. They all should have had a tournament. They all should have had an eliminator. They all should have fought each other. Canelo, he's picking them all off one by one. Right. Billy Joe Saunders got his face broken. Plant is finished. Then he's gonna come because Plant can't come back to hit and fight some tin cans now. He can't go fight what's it, Mike Lee and
These other
guys.
Fagan Butts.
He can't go fight Fagan Butts and Truex. He can't come back and fight those guys. He needs to come back and he's been through the wreckage now. He knows what he knows. You see when he's talking to him in the ring. Yeah, it's a nice guy. No. That's not what you were saying in that press conference. You said that you're going to come and take that belt from Canelo, but you didn't. So it's just funny to me. It's just funny to me. Canelo is unbeatable. No one's defeating him until he goes up to 175. Bibble will come and smoke him easily.
And this is the thing,
Trust me,
guys.
Canelo.
Like this is all I'm saying. Cassidy, this is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is this. The most logical thing to me would be Triple G is a DAZN fighter. You're not going to get that fight. DAZN, Triple G is looking for one more payday fight. Hopefully now is there a possibility DAZN is pushing the Triple G Canelo trilogy match?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand why he doesn't go and push for that third Canelo fight. But they done it wrong, man. They done it wrong anyway, man. You know how boxing. That's the one thing that pains me about boxing. These judges, man. Where are they finding these people? Where are they finding them? Where? Can you explain to me where they're finding these judges? Where? Canelo lost against Lara. He lost against Mayweather. He lost against Triple G because Canelo's overrated. You know, he works hard. I love Canelo. He's a real pro to our sport. Like, he's a real great in this generation to our sport. But he has lost a couple fights, and he is defeatable. He's not undefeatable.
Okay,
they asked Gabe Rosado in the gym the other day, what do you see? What are the trainers seeing that no one else is seeing? And he said, I don't even know what they're seeing. I have no idea. He's there to be hit. Benavidez has got this. He's got the size, the length. Yes, he can beat him, but he has no experience.
Yeah, he has no experience. Yeah, I don't.
Uzcategui would have been a good test for him, but Kyrone Davis, he's got 6 knockouts. You can't go from Kyrone Davis to Canelo. That doesn't make any sense.
No, but you don't understand. Listen. I don't know if you know this, but David Benavidez was supposed to fight Jose Uzcategui. Jose Uzcategui got popped dirty. He had drugs in his system. PEDs in the system. Kyrone, so they needed a replacement. Kyrone Davis stepped up with 2 weeks' notice. He's a middleweight. He stepped up with 2 weeks' notice, and he came up to fight this guy. So, I mean, you got to understand.
Yeah, but Benavidez, he didn't put out a great showing. He should have knocked that guy out. He should have knocked him out of great performance. He should have showed a great performance. He was there to be hit. Kyrone Davis can't be hitting you with shots. He struggled with Darrell. It was a draw. Benavidez knocked out Darrell, but
but you're saying all that to say what though? Like you want to, who do you want to see? What fights you want to see next?
I want to see Benavidez fight Charlo. Charlo needs to, wherever he is. I don't know if he's underneath a cave or I don't know where he is. He needs to come out from wherever he is and fight Benavidez right now. But no one else. There's no one else. We don't want to see you fight no Demchenko rematch. We don't want to see no one else. We don't want to see Muntiao. We don't want to see that again. We don't want to see none of that. We don't want to see that. We want to see you fight Benavidez next. He's the top dog. He's the monster of the division. He is the monster. No one else. All right. So you need to give Andrade a fair shot as well. You need to give him a fair shot as well. They're scared. They're scared of him.
So you want Jermall Charlo to move up to super middleweight, and you want Andrade to move up as well, or you just want Jermall Charlo to move up to super middleweight?
Yes. Because there's no one to fight. There's no one to fight there. Yeah. Because they're not giving him the Munguia fights. They're not giving him the Triple G fights. They're giving him quickly and that. Just move up, and you get the fights that you want there.
Okay.
There's a deep pool of vicious sharks there that he could fight.
Kyrone, Diego Huggy said Kyrone Davis fought on Andre Darrell at 6'8". Are you sure Kyrone is middleweight? I think he fights in between middleweight and that as well. He took the fight at a 2 week notice Hug. So and I think that's what he was saying. I can definitely research it more, but that's what he was saying. He was really like he was going back down to 160 because 168. I don't think he has enough pop to fight up there. You know what I mean? But he moved up. I think for both of those fights, Diallo, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man. So hey, listen, man. Cassie, man, I really appreciate the call, fam. So you want to see Jermall Charlo move up to super middleweight, and fight David Benavidez, and the winner out of that should fight Canelo. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, Canelo. Right. Canelo, because Canelo, 100. I'm agreeing because Canelo is watching. He's watching these guys just mingle around each other, and he's just picking out. I'm gonna see what you lot are gonna. That's what I'm saying to you. Just laughing. He's laughing, scratching his. While they're all at the bottom, scratching their heads like, oh, what are we gonna do? You need to fight each other. That's what you need to do.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you want to see Jaime Munguia fight next?
He needs to fight Bubu Andrade. If he doesn't want to fight Bubu Andrade, then he needs to think about Devonchenko. That's a fact. If he can show himself against it, because Devonchenko is a durable guy. He's a durable guy. He lost it against Charlo. Charlo didn't knock him out. He lost it against Golovkin. I think that he beat Golovkin.
Yeah, I think listen, he got robbed against Golovkin. Devonchenko got robbed. Yeah. Hey, listen, they robbed Devonchenko because he beat Golovkin. To me, he beat Golovkin.
Yes, 100%. He outboxed him because these European guys, they know what they're doing. These Ukrainian fighters, these German kind of fighters, they know what they're doing. But he's at the top of the cherry there. That Derevchenko guy, Munguia, fight him. You can't get Bubu Andrade.
Okay. All right. Hey man, listen.
Depending how Bubu Andrade comes out of that quickly fight, then we can see in it.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Hey, Cassidy, man, thank you so much, my brother, for calling in, man. Let's give my brother Cassidy a round of applause, man. Calling from the UK, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir, my brother.
I do my work, man. I study my shit, man. I love boxing. I love boxing, man. I study my shit. I'm trying to be. You get me? I'm trying to follow in your footsteps.
Yeah,
you get me? I appreciate what you do, man. I appreciate what you do, man. Trust me, man.
Yes, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to my brothers and sisters from the UK, man. Let's give him a round of applause one more time. Yeah, man, so that's it. So Cassidy's saying that he feel like Jermall Charlo should move up to 168. He need to make it official then. Let him move up to 168. Jaime Munguia. I didn't even think about Derevchenko. From what the caller was saying, Cassidy, he was saying that, hey, listen, if, again, I'm going to tell you something, guys. He's not going to get, Munguia's not going to get Triple G. It's not going to get him. Triple G's probably not even interested in that fight. Especially a guy who's ranked number 12. Like, you can't skip everybody to get that fight. It's not going to work that way. Triple G is probably looking for one more payday. They're trying to convince Canelo to fight Triple G for a third fight. They're probably going to pay Canelo like a whole $40-50 million to fight for the Triple G fight because they've seen his market value with PBC. Or Canelo can go back and say, hey, we can do one more deal, a one-fight deal. Tell Jermall Charlo to bring his ass on up, move up to 168. I'll go ahead and fade him. Or maybe we can work something out with Benavidez. I'll fade him as well. So we don't know exactly what Canelo's going to do. My point is this here. Everybody, Jermall Charlo, Andrade, Jaime Munguia. No, well, not Jaime Munguia. Triple G. Should nobody be sitting around waiting on Canelo? Oh, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to be twiddling our thumbs. And we're going to wait and see what Canelo does. And then once Canelo comes back, then all of us are going to talk about fighting Canelo to try to join the Canelo-Alvarez sweepstakes instead of fighting each other. Right? Fight each other in an eliminator. Jermall, if you're going to move up, move up. If you're going to stay at 160, fight that boy Jaime Munguia. And if y'all can't work that out, okay, Andrade, after you fight this week, fight Jaime Munguia. And I think they will fight. I think they will fight the guy. I want to believe that. I think they will fight the guy, and I believe Jaime Munguia will want to fight them. He didn't call them out. Why? I have no idea. But I believe people want to fight them. He should want to fight them. He should want to fight him. He's a knockout artist. He got 30 knockouts. He should be able to just go in there and knock Jermall Charlo and knock Bubu Andrade out, right? That should be easy for him to do. I think he should just go in there and knock him out, right? So, hey, man, that's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Listen, bro, I don't put no fighters in protective custody over here, man. We don't do it, dog. We don't do it. He said, yeah, coach, agree. Yeah, I don't want to put no fighters in protective custody. Listen, man, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everybody who's watching, listening to this podcast on Amazon, and shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify. We are in the building. Y'all call in, man. It's Callers Day, man. 530-494-9636. Y'all go ahead and call in, man. You know what I mean? I want to talk to the people. But I'm so happy. Man. I'm so happy for this sister right here, man. So happy for her, bro. They was born this girl, man. I think they was throwing paper cups at her or something. I'm not sure on this now. I'm not sure. But I heard they was throwing paper cups at her. Heard they was throwing stuff at her and, get out of here and all of that stuff there. She did her thing last night. Oh, I see we got a spammer here. This spammer just keep coming back. Moderators, please get this spammer up out of here. Got someone spam in the chat. Y'all please get him. Please get the spam. But you get what I'm saying. Let's see. Y'all get
unknown caller.
All right, here we go. We got another call coming in, guys. Another call coming in. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling? Hold on, he hung up. Hold on, man. Caller, call back, brother. Call back. Caller, call back. Sorry about that, fam. Call back, caller. Sorry about that. Number on the screen, guys. 530-494-9636. Lions phone lines are open, guys. Just call the old boy, man. We working it out. We working it out. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all go ahead and yell. Anybody spamming, get them the hell up out of here, bro. Get them the hell up out of here. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to the Queen Lisa Bells in the building. Let's see. He said nobody's afraid of Andrade. Good, I'm glad. Nobody's afraid of Andrade. So, Jaime Munguia should be fighting Andrade next. And if he beats him, he can become the new WBO champion. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Victor Torres says Charlo ducked Benavidez fight two times. Okay. All right. So I think, Vic, it is of your belief that fight won't happen. Charlo won't be fighting Benavidez because he ducked him twice. So that won't happen. Okay, cool. So if Charlo stays at 160, he should be fighting Munguia. Arlette said, what's the name of that last call? He had a lot of sense. Oh, his name was on Cassidy. Caller from the UK. All right, guys. I think we got another one coming in right now. Hold on, guys. All right, hold on, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, Coach? My name is Art. I'm calling you from California.
Art, what's going on, fam, from Cali? What the link read, baby? What you want to talk about today?
I think we got a good night of boxing yesterday, man. I think the Taylor versus Baumgardner, that was a good show of skill. That was a good show of skill on her part, man.
Bruh, I was so I don't mean to interrupt you, dog. I got so excited when I saw that. Cause I was like, bruh, you gotta like I didn't watch any fights yesterday, but I did see the fights this morning. Probably like when I woke up this morning to do my research. And I saw they was booing. I remember they booed at the way, like they was just booing this girl. Understandably so. She's not from the country. They're going to get behind that champion. There's nothing wrong with that. But for her to perform the way she did under those circumstances, and Eddie Hearn and everybody was picking her to lose. But somebody forgot to tell Alicia that she was supposed to lose yesterday. Somebody forgot to tell her that.
And what got me was she was very methodical in what she was doing, because if you look, that she could have got her with the uppercut in a lot of exchanges, but if you saw, she was really just jabbing, get her with a hook, jab. She would try to come in, and as soon as she'd come in, she'd pivot, move out. I was like, wow, I'm like, she was really showing a lot of different levels. You know what I'm saying? Had her hands low, but had her left hand low, but as soon as she'd come up, she would counter her to the body. And I mean, that jab was just hitting her all night. And like I said, her hands weren't even high. So for her to be in distance, still get her to the body, still get her up top, and then obviously the finisher, she was literally out on her feet. Like, Rev did a good job of just standing in what he did, because, and like, you could have breathed. They could have thought like, okay, she's just still, is she good? And as soon as her arms, like her legs just stiffened up, I was like, get in there, it was a wrap. But yeah, I mean, she really held it down, man. She really held it down for being overseas, being in enemy territory. I mean, she really did a masterclass last night, man.
Man, I'm gonna do everything in my power to try to get this girl on this show, man. I gotta try to get her on this show, man. I gotta try to get her on this show.
For real, like.
Yeah, man, because didn't nobody give her a shot. But what do you think about now? I'm not gonna lie now. I'm gonna be honest. Kid Galahad, he was doing his thing. He was pretty much beating Kiko up for the most part. But he had a defensive lapse. That overhand right caught him. He dropped his left hand. And when he dropped his left hand, Kid caught him. And it pretty much put him and knocked him out in the 5th round with 5 seconds left. And then when he got up, and then once the 6th round started, he clearly was still he did not recover from that punch. He didn't recover from it. And the first punch of the 6th round, he knocked him out. What did you think about that fight?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I really thought Kid Canelo was gonna go out on the. I really thought he was gonna go off on stage. You feel me? Because I mean, for from what I was seeing, I wasn't seeing him get hurt. He was hitting them, but I wasn't seeing him get hurt. You get what I'm saying? Kid Galahad was getting touched, but he wasn't getting hurt with anything. But but you could tell. I want to say there was probably a shift like in maybe the fourth or the fifth, where he got him with something, and after that, Kid Galahad his activity in the ring kind of started dwelling down, and you could kind of see where that little shift was from when he was just being active. You get what I'm saying? He was letting his hands go to where he was shelling up a lot more, and then Stella was coming in and just at that point it just looked like he was just pressuring him, man. And then for those of us that could see it, it kind of looked like it was just the beginning of the end, because at that point some people were kind of just looking like, okay, is this kid gonna survive? Because like I said, the less his activity was going, the more he was back on his feet, the more he didn't look like Kid Galahad no more. You get what I'm saying? And when you don't look like yourself, you know what I mean? After you've gotten hit so much and after you've been hurt, you get what I'm saying? I mean, hey, that takes a toll on certain fighters, man. Because now what you're doing isn't working, and what you're trying to do, you get what I'm saying? What you're trying to do, just you can't do it no more because of the fact of how your body is accumulating those punishments and how it's accumulating those shots. Yeah. And at the end, that clean hook is all it really took. Honestly, that overhand right is all it took.
All it takes is one punch in the sport of boxing. That's all it takes is one punch, man. So hey, but listen, man. Art, man, go ahead, brother. Anything else you want to say?
No, there was a little underrated showing on there too. With I want to say some dude named Rocha and Belaz or Benitez or something like that.
I didn't see.
I want to say it was on the zone. I think it was the co-main event.
Okay.
I want to say it was the co-main event. Okay, that dude Rocha, he's a middleweight as well. And they were talking, and I want to say he's undefeated. He's undefeated or he has one loss. But they were talking about him trying to either get Munguia or maybe the winner of Triple G Murata.
Okay.
I'm saying I can't remember what it. I know his last name is Rocha because if you go and watch that fight, I mean he put on a good little class too, man. Against a good.
You know what I think I was seeing some highlights on it. I haven't sat down and like really watched it, but I heard the undercard, the co-main event was a really good fight. But I'm not gonna lie to you, brother, I haven't watched it, so I'm gonna check it out so I can judge it correctly.
Yeah, go and peep that. I want to say they said that he was a middleweight coming up. He was a middleweight coming up from Golden Boy. So I want to say because of that, they were kind of they were kind of itching that little idea of him either going up against Munguia or probably Munguia to get another step up, or for him to get the winner of Triple G Murata. Kind of see where he's at on that.
Okay,
but,
cool.
And then obviously I want to talk about the Benavidez and Davis.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean Davis went in there with just a lot of heart, man. Yeah. Like, you can't take nothing away from that, man. He went in there with a lot of heart. I'm glad that his trainer was talking to him in the corners about, hey, you know what? Because he was being very real with him in terms of, hey, you know what? I need you to do this. I need you to do that. You need to stop letting them counter you. And then when it kind of came to that point, he was like, look, if you can't win me around, I'm gonna stop this, man. I'm not gonna see you take this punishment in there.
Yeah, and punishment. Yeah,
at one point, I was glad because he was talking to him and telling him. But in another point, I was like, man, like if you're really feeling that way for your fighter, why are you letting him go back out there like that? You get what I'm saying? You're already telling them that it's like, you know what? I'm not going to take this punishment. And you're literally telling them, hey, can you give me one round? Can you give me one round? If he's kind of proving that he can't, you get what I'm saying? Is it more of a, you know what? I'm going to let him get on this stage. He took this fight late notice. I'm going to let him go out in the shield, get what he can and just, not let the lights blind them. You feel me? Or do you go on that one? Like I said, I was a little torn because I was like, hey, bam, let him go out in the shield. But at the same time, we're dealing with life here. You get what I'm saying? It is a sport. It is competition. But at the same time, we're dealing with human life here. And if you're already looking at him and telling, hey, I'm not going to see you take this punishment, man. And then when he went and threw the towel out, I mean, like I said, it was fair. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to give I'm a fan of Davis, man. I don't care where he fights. At 60, I'm going to watch him fight.
Yeah,
I'm going to
16,
watch the fight.
yeah, 16-0. Yeah, 16-0. He's 16-0 with three KOs. He got a loss. No, 16-0, 3 losses. You know what I mean? So, you know, he fought good, man, under the circumstances. You know what I mean? But other than that, man,
Yeah.
shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to Art, man. Let's give him a round of applause.
My man,
Appreciate you calling in, my brother. Yeah, man. I take my head off to Kyrone Davis, man. I mean, you know, it's a tall task trying to fight David Benavidez. Tall task, you know what I mean? It's a tall task, man. But you know, it is what it is. The brother fought 2 minutes. The brother fought with they had 2 weeks notice, 2 weeks to prepare. Now, if he had better time to prepare, maybe he could have fought better. It would have lasted longer. But you know, it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, man. So all I'm saying is this here: we got some good fights. I don't want everybody sitting around like boxing is, as you can see, boxing is bigger than just one individual, right? Of course, Canelo is a cash cow. And we have another fighter, and Anthony Joshua is a cash cow. Cash cow basically meaning that when you put on a fight, do you sell out football stadiums or pay-per-view sales through the roof? How much money you get paid? Are you getting paid a boatload of money more than everybody else is getting paid? If you are, then that means that your demand in the sport of boxing is so high that people are willing to pay $30 million, $40 million, $50 million, $60 million, $70 million, $80 million or whatever to come to see you fight. You see what I'm saying? Because the money is generated from the people in boxing. This is how these businesses like HBO and Showtime and these promoters, they know that, hey, man, if we can get Canelo over here, you know, Canelo, you know,
unknown caller.
They're projected. Hold on, guys. We got another call coming in, Akron, Ohio. Sorry about that, guys. Accepting another call. Let's see what's going on, brother. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Ohio by way of Miami, Florida.
What's your name, brother, again?
Charles.
Charles, what's going on, fam? So you out of Ohio, huh?
I'm in Ohio now, but I was born in Mariana. I was born in Miami, and I was raised in Mariana, Florida.
Okay, my brother. What you want to talk about?
Boxing. Today's boxing. I'm an old school. I'm 72, and I've been a boxing fan since the 50s. And I was looking at this Charlo. They should fight each other. All of them should fight. Munguia, Charlo, Andrade, all of them should fight each other.
Yes, sir. I totally agree with that, and that's what we're talking about. All we're saying is this. My thing is this, Charles. I don't believe in putting no fighter in protective custody. If one fighter...
Say it again.
Yes, sir. I don't believe in putting no fighter in protective custody.
I understand. You know, I love your show. I watch it every day.
Yes, sir.
I watch it every day. You bring some newness to it, but I'm so tired of this cherry picking and fighting this and not fighting. And the skill fighters of today are not up to par to the skill fighters of the past. I'm old school. So and I appreciate your show.
Yes, I really appreciate that, man. Charles, let me give you a round of applause, my brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, man. That's Charles, man, from Miami. He's in Ohio by way of Florida. You know what I mean? So, man, shout out to our brother Charles. Let's give him a round of applause one more time. Old school. He's 72 years old, and he's saying that he tired of these. Man, you's a sap sucker and a jive turkey. Wrong sound effect. He said he's tired of.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fighting other bombs.
Old school Charles said that he tired of these dudes.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fighting other bombs.
That's what he's saying.
True.
We can't be sitting around waiting on Canelo. We cannot be sitting around waiting on Canelo. Oh, what Canelo gonna do? I'm at middleweight. I'm waiting on him to come back to let him know I want to fight him. Oh, what Canelo gonna do? Oh, I'm just gonna sit around and wait. I get it. Everybody want the Canelo sweepstakes. Your fighter may be the one that can beat him and knock him out, take him out. That very well may be so. My only issue is do not sit around and wait on one guy to come back when you got a plethora of other fighters that you can fight. That's all I'm saying. You know, and if you're a top fighter, you should not be, you should not be fighting tomato cans.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fighting other bombs.
We don't want to see no more top fighters fighting bombs. If you're a top fighter, Guess what? We are not here to put you in protective custody either. I'm not here to be like, no. Your fighter can't be fighting. My fighter, your fighter ain't got no resume. He got to fight King Kong, Godzilla, Mothra, Voltron, Gamma the Dinobots. He has to fight doggone Megatron, Optimus Prime. Listen, no, we're not doing that. Your fighter is the #1 contender in the WBC. Your fighter is the #1 contender in the WBO. If he fights, his next fight should be for a championship fight. If you can't land this fight one of the champions. These promoters, put your beefs aside. I don't want to hear nothing about wrong side of the street. You guys should be back in these fights because right now we are seeing Top Rank do cross-promotional fights with PBC. We're seeing this. These fights can be made. We're seeing also De La Hoya Promotions is doing cross-promotion fighting with DAZN and Eddie Hearn, with Jojo Diaz and Devin Haney. We're seeing this happen. So we know that these fights can happen when these promoters want to make it happen. I don't want no goddamn excuses. I don't want to hear none of that shit. If you're running protective custody for your fighter, guess what, man? You're in the wrong business, man. We're in the wrong business. We ain't running no protective custody. If your fighter is who you say he is, if he this killer, he's knocking out everybody. I don't want to hear nothing about, well, this guy over here, he got a championship belt, but he don't deserve to be in the ring with my fighter because he ain't fought nobody. While your fighter been fighting tomato cans his goddamn self. If this fighter ain't been fighting nobody and your fighter ain't been fighting nobody, guess what? They need to fight each other. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna argue against top fighters fighting each other because you want to protect your fighter, guess what, man? You are the problem with the sport of boxing, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? Listen, man, we're accepting calls, man. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. We ain't putting no fighters in protective custody, dog. Jermall Charlo, I want to see Jermall Charlo fight for a championship. I want to see him fight Andrade. If he can't get Triple G, he need to be fighting Andrade. If he don't plan on fighting nobody else, if he wants to fight Canelo, he need to move up and fight David Benavidez. In my opinion, Jermall Charlo, because David Benavidez, hold on, let me show you guys something. I want to show you guys something. Hold on, guys. I want to show you guys something. Hold on, guys. We're talking about the super middleweight division. I'm going to the super middleweight division, guys. I want to show you guys something. All right. As you can see right here, Saul Canelo Alvarez, he is the WBC champion. We know that he's undisputed, right? Sixth guy in the sport of boxing to become undisputed in the 4-belt era. Guess who's #1 right here? David Benavidez. And then David Lemieux, Daniel Jacobs, right? Billy Joe Saunders is #4. Billy Joe done retired. I don't even know why they got him here. Then we got Anthony Durrell. Now, as you can see, there is no Jermall Charlo here because Jermall Charlo is still a middleweight. There's no way that Jermall Charlo guys should just move up to 168 and automatically get a shot at this guy. You get what I'm saying, guys? There's no way that Jermall Charlo should move up to 168, a division that he's currently not in yet, and automatically get a shot at the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes. Especially when you have this guy right here, David Benavidez. Guess what, guys? I'm finna show you something. Hold on, I'm fixing to show you something. Bear with the old boy for a minute. I'm fixing to show you guys something. Let's go to the PBC. Let's go to the PBC Witness Protection Program. We're going to the PBC Witness Protection Program, right? This is the PBC Witness Protection Program, guys. They're just showing David Benavidez stops Davis in explosive offensive display, right? We see that, right? But let's go to the PBC Witness Protection Program. Let's go over here to the PBC Witness, and let's look for the fighters. I'm going to show you something. Fighters. Why are we going here? I'm fixing to show you something. Anthony Durrell, Caleb Plant, he's a PBC fighter. The dog, Anthony Durrell, he's a PBC fighter. Guess who else is a PBC fighter? David Benavidez, he's a PBC fighter. Kyrone Davis is a PBC fighter. So this was an in-house fight between these two guys. Right? Now, let's keep going. David Benavidez, I think he has I don't know if this is his, he has 2 WBC belts. Do you guys know which belt these are? He has 2 belts on him. What belts do we have? And David Benavidez, he's 25-0 with 22 KOs. But I'm saying all that to say this. David Benavidez is a PBC fighter. Jermall Charlo is a PBC fighter, right? So here we go right here. Here we go right here. This is proof. David Benavidez is a PBC fighter. You can see this, right? Guess who else is a PBC fighter? Jermall Charlo. As you can see, Jermall Charlo is a PBC fighter. Tell me why both of these guys are on the same side of the street and they can't make this fight happen. There's no way that, in my opinion, that we don't have this. You're on the wrong side of the street. Ain't no wrong side of the street here. Both of these guys are on the same side of the street. Jermall Charlo is right here, and David Benavidez is right here. Jose Benavidez is there. David Benavidez is right here. David Benavidez is right here. So if Jermall Charlo was to move up, how is it fair that he moves up and go directly to, and his nickname is the Hitman. If you are the Hitman, the Hitman should be trying to hit this guy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yep, to Canelo Alvarez, he stop fighting cherry picks. We want to see him fight Jermall Charlo next. Okay, that's what Canelo Alvarez detractors are saying, right? Explain to me, how is Jermall Charlo, if he moves up, how do you think Jermall Charlo should move up from middleweight to super middleweight and automatically skip this guy, David Benavidez, to get a crack at the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes? That's all I'm saying. Somebody explain that to me. If you're gonna, it should be a tournament. Two PBC fighters, both of them want to fight Canelo, right? So David Benavidez wants to fight Canelo. He is the #1 guy. Technically, he should be the guy that's mandated to fight Canelo. He should not have to fight another eliminator. He should fight Canelo once they mandate this fight. But just in case they don't mandate this fight, there's no way that fans, these boxing experts, they're saying that Jermall Charlo is going to be the one to beat Canelo. Okay, I give you all of that. He'll be the one to beat Canelo Alvarez. But explain to me how a guy from the middleweight division can move up and jump right ahead of David Benavidez. They should fight each other. They should fight each other in an eliminator. That's all I'm saying. He said, what are you trying to say, coach? What I'm trying to say is this here. Jermall Charlo, if he move up to super middleweight, he shouldn't skip David Benavidez. They should be fighting each other for an eliminator. That's what I'm saying. They should fight each other for an eliminator. He said, I didn't realize Benavidez was the lineal champ. And if David Benavidez has 2 belts around his waist. David Benavidez has 2 belts. Let's go back over here. Hold on. Let's go back over here. Bam. PBC right here. Let's go over to David Benavidez. Same side of the street, right? They're on the same side of the street. So we ain't got to worry about that. You're on the wrong side of the street. Big. Guess what? You see right here, David Benavidez got 2 belts, 2 WBC belts. I don't know which ones they are. One might be, one might be the interim champion. If he's the interim champion, he's the next guy in line. He got 2 belts. He had them on last night. He said exactly how you skip the guy. You ducking. Brandon Lynn, man.
True.
Hey, Brandon say exactly how you skip the guy you ducking. No, man. Listen, man. All I'm saying is this here, dog. These dudes, no, there's no way that this guy has 2 WBC belts. The crazy part about it, he's probably paying sanctioning fees for both of them. He got 2 WBC belts. I don't know which one they are. Major Key said those are the belts he won before, not current. Okay. Well, what are the belts though? What are the belts? Well, we know the WBC got 15 belts. We know the WBC got the PapaJohn.com belt. They got the French fries belt. Teofimo Lopez had one of those. They got the Baby Got Back belt. They got the Burger King belt. They got the Amazon Prime worker belt. WBC got 1 million belts. So I want to know which belt David Benavidez have 2 belts. Which 2 belts of the WBC he has? I don't know. I'm just trying to get some clarity. That's all. I'm trying to get some clarity. He has 2 belts, right? He says Benavidez still has his belts, but you have 4, coach. Yeah, I'm just saying, because I got a WBC belt too. I got one too. I'm trying to figure out, he has 2 belts. Which one does he have? Caesar says he's a 2-time champion. I'm trying to figure out which belts they are. I have the Amazon. Let me show you something. I have the Amazon Prime welterweight title right here. I have the Amazon Prime welterweight title right here, guys. I knocked out a Amazon Prime delivery driver. Dude came to my house talking that flim, popping that weed. I caught him with a 2-piece, knocked him out, and Mauricio Suleiman sent me a belt. So I had one too. T.O. got 2 WBC belts, but I want to know which belts this is. He said they got a Democrat belt and a Republican belt. And I'm just saying, and everybody paying sanctioning fees too for them. You know that everybody's paying sanctioning fees for them. Brandon Lynn said those are the 2 belts he lost on the scale in the other via failed test. Okay, all right. So he got 1 belt he lost on the scale, and he got another belt he lost drug test. So they gave it back to him. So what does that mean? Is he a WBC lost belts on the scale champion? Is he a WBC failed drug test champion? Like, I'm trying to figure out what are the belts for. I get it. I get what you're saying, but what are the name of the belts? This is the WBC belt that I had when I lost my belt on the scale, and this is the other WBC belt that I had when I had cocaine in my system. So okay, I get it. That's all I'm saying. He said you never give up the belts. Okay, but he's not a champion right now. So what's the point of having him? You get what I'm saying? He's not a champion. He's not a champion right now. So I get it. You never give your belts up. And of course, everybody have their belts. You never give your belts up. But what's the point of wearing them in the ring? But that's neither here nor there. Forget all of that. Damn all that. He's a champion. That's fine. My thing is this here. Jermall Charlo should not be allowed to just move up to the super middleweight division to land the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes without fighting his stablemate, David Benavidez. Do anybody disagree with that? Do anybody disagree with that? Renee Box Young says, Mauricio Suleiman came to coach's front yard and handed him the belt. Hey, guess what? And I'm paying sanctioning fees for this belt right now, too. And I'm paying sanctioning fees for this belt. I'm paying sanctioning fees for these belts right now. I think I'm spending about $40 a month. $40 a month to the Mauricio Suleiman I'm paying to keep my belts. You see what I'm saying? I got an Uber driver. I'm supposed to be fighting, and in the next 3 weeks, I'm putting my titles up on the line. I'm undisputed. I'm undisputed. Because I'm putting my titles up on the line. I'm the undisputed Amazon Prime welterweight champion of the world. You know what I mean? So I got a Uber driver that's been calling me out, saying he wants some of this smoke. He the number 1 contender. So I'm fighting the Uber driver in 3 weeks, guys, putting all my titles on the line. All my belts. All my belts. I'm putting all my belts up right now. He say nobody beat him in the ring. It was subliminal message to Canelo. You walking around with their belt. You didn't beat me for. Okay. He says, Charlo holds the WBC at 160. When you move up, you become the mandatory. So he automatically is going to skip over David Benavidez. Okay. So he's going to move up. He's going to move up to 160. That's if he moves up to 168. We don't even know. We don't even know if he's going to move up because he hasn't moved up yet. Listen. He hasn't moved up yet. So it's like there's a foregone conclusion. There's a foregone conclusion that he's going to move up. He hasn't moved up yet. Conor Solomon says, you should keep fighting while you're still in your Amazon Prime, coach.
True.
Hey, that's a good one. He said, you should keep fighting while you're still in your Amazon Prime. I like that. Hey. Hey, that's a good one. Hold on. Yeah, hey, listen. Hey, Con, they're trying to age me out. They're trying to age the old boy out. They're trying to wait till I get too old. Then they're going to want to call me out to fight me. They're trying to age me out. You see? They're trying to age me out. Hey, man. Hey. He says, Galahad a game. He said $40 sanction fees. Yeah, man, I'm paying $40 right now, man. Not $40, $40. Yeah, man, I'm paying $40 right now, man. Hey, listen, Mauricio Suleiman, and he taxing me too. He taxing me. He talking about going up in fees next year because of the pandemic. He said the pandemic, kind of put it, the WBC, it is to the best interest of the WBC that, because of the pandemic and things have been going on, Coach Malachi, we're going to have to go up on the sanctioning fees. Right now, we feel like that you're not paying your fair share. So we want to just move up on the sanctioning fees so that, when it can be the funds can be dispersed, evenly throughout the division to help advance, the sport of boxing. This is what he told me. He said, I'm paying $40. I ain't paying my fair share. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, man, I'm in my Amazon Prime right now, man. Hey, there you go, man. He said, Charlo said, if Canelo calls me out, I'll fight him. All I'm saying is this, though. This all I'm saying. He said, Carlos, he says, when the WBC champ wants to move up, they automatically next in line. Okay, cool. So he gonna move up in line, right? He gonna move up. Okay, so basically, let me get this straight. Jermall Charlo contingency is this. The only way he will move up is unless Canelo is going to fight him. If Canelo says, nah, but guess what? Hold on, I'm finna tell you something else too. I'm finna tell y'all something else. Guess what? Canelo has a mandatory right now. He has a WBA mandatory. It's a fighter who don't nobody want to see, but I'm telling you, he has a WBA mandatory right now. You guys want to know who it is? Let's look him up. Let's look him up. Now, we know that don't nobody want to see Canelo fight this guy, but I'm just saying, though, he has a mandatory, WBA mandatory right now. I forgot the dude's name, too. What this dude's name is? I don't know. Let's try to find this guy's name. So, who the mandatory is. Is it this guy? It's somebody that's supposed to be the WBA. WBA mandatory. Hold on, do I have it right? I think I have it right, guys. Hold on. Bear with the old boy for a minute. Beat Caleb Plant. They're showing all the Canelo record right now. That's a guy that's number one. That's going to be. This hasn't been updated. They haven't updated the site yet. They haven't updated it yet. Yo, man, y'all call in, man. Y'all call in, man. The callers call in. That's it on the screen right there. 530, hold on. Yo, 530-494-9636. We want to land Canelo. They're trying to land the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes. All I'm saying is this here. If Canelo Alvarez does not fight Jermall Charlo, if Jermall Charlo does not move up in weight and he stays at 160, Canelo's not going to come back till, I think he said May of next year. He said he's going to get him some rest. He's not going to come back till May of next year. So what I don't want to happen, I don't want these fighters, well, you know what, I ain't going to fight till next year too. And if I do fight, I'm going to fight me a tomato can. We don't want no more tomato cans.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
We don't want no more bombs. We don't want none of that. We don't want that. We don't want that. If these guys are killers like you said they are, if the Jaime Munguias is killers like you said they are, if the Jermall Charlos is killers like you said they are, if the Andrades and all these other guys, and Andrade has been trying to fight guys, but that's neither here nor there. The Triple G's, and if Triple G beats Murata, check this out. Triple G would be a unified middleweight champion, I think, for the second or third time. I think he's been unified maybe once or twice already, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's been unified twice, either once or twice. So if he beat Murata, some say that that's the easy road that Triple G went down, but that's neither here nor there. He's almost 40. If he becomes the champion, he's a unified champion. If Jermall Charlo does not move up to fight Canelo, if he don't move up to fight Canelo, he need to fight somebody else at 140, at 160. That's all I'm saying. Coach, you got to collect the eBay wish and offer up belts before you get it. Hey, wait, hold it. I got the belts right here. What you talking about? I got 5 belts. I got the eBay the wish, the offer up belts. I got them too. I got 5 belts. What you talking about? I got the on the PapaJohn.com belt. I got the belts already. Oh man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And I got the YouTube WBC. I got the IBO YouTube welterweight championship belt. I'm already undisputed, baby. And there's no dispute about that. That's all I'm saying. He said, Coach, Charlo would need to be a franchise champion to go up and fight Canelo first. I don't know about that. I don't know if he needs to be a franchise champion. Bro, hey, Killy Boxing. Bro, I'm so confused, dog. I'm so confused, dog. Like, I don't know. Because we know the WBC, they do what they want to do. You got to understand, right? It is in their best interest to keep Canelo Alvarez happy. So I don't even want to talk about Canelo. This is about Jaime Munguia. Who is he going to fight next? He's calling out Triple G. That ain't going to happen. There are 2 other champions in the division. Does he want to fight 2 other champions? We're going to see what Oscar De La Hoya does. Right? I don't want to hear nothing about, well, this fighter ducking and that fighter ducking if you ain't trying to make the fight. So we don't want to hear that. If you ain't trying to make the fight with these other champions, I don't want to hear that. You got 38 wins, 30 knockouts, but who have you knocked out? That's all I'm saying. Now, Jermall Charlo, I don't want to hear nothing about, David Benavidez. He got to be 25 for me to fight him. He got to get the COVID shot. I don't want to hear none of that. If you're going to move up to 168, you fight David Benavidez. But they're saying that because he's the WBC champion, if he moves up, he will automatically get a shot at Canelo right away. So he's just going to go straight in there and get a shot at Canelo right away. If that's the case, okay, fine, so be it. But these other guys need to be fighting each other. Don't sit around. We just gonna wait on Canelo. Wait on the Canelo payday. That's all I'm saying. Jermall is definitely moving up because Jermall is moving to 160, which gives Errol his chance to move up to 154 after Crawford Spence. Because neither one of them boys want to see Boots. Yeah, Boots is a problem. Boots and Virgil Ortiz is a problem. He's a problem for all of these guys. He's a problem for all of these guys. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not, that's all I'm saying. I get it. I know some of you Jaime Munguia fans. I'm not saying all, but I know some of you guys are part of the Witness Protection Program police, and you want to protect this guy. No, he has 38 fights, 30 knockouts. We do not protect fighters who has 38 wins and 30 knockouts. Make that make sense to me. You have a fighter who has 38 wins and 30 knockouts. He is a knockout artist. You should want to see your knockout artist knock out these other champions. That's it. I like Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado is a bad boy. But Gabe Rosado has, how many losses does he have now? Let's go look and see how many losses does Gabe Rosado have now, guys. I think he got like 15, something like that. That's all I'm saying. Somebody like Gabe Rosado should be getting paid. Somebody like Gabe Rosado should be getting paid big money. Oh, he's a Capricorn like me too. Someone should be paying. Gabe Rosado should be getting paid big money. Because Gabe Rosado fighting everybody. Let's see who he fought. Let's see who he fought. Let me go down here and see. Damn, Gabe got a lot of damn losses. Okay, he got his first loss right here, Chris Gray. He got another loss right here, Joshua Unyango, right? Got another loss right here, Fernando Guerrera. Right, got another loss right here, Alfredo Angulo, right? Got another loss right here. No, he got another loss right here, Derek Ennis. Okay, Derek Ennis. What is that Boots Ennis brother? What is that Boots Ennis brother? Because he's from Philly. I think that's Boots Ennis's brother or cousin or something like that, because both of them are from Philly. Something like that, right? Let's keep going. He lost to Triple G. He got TKO'd in 2013. So look at this dude. He fought Jalen Love, Peter Quillin. He lost to Jermall Charlo in a 10-round unanimous decision. Jermall Charlo in a 10-round unanimous decision. He lost to David Lemieux in a 12-round fight, 10-round TKO. He lost to Willie Monroe. He fought Martin Murray, UD in a majority decision. You know what I mean? He fought Daniel Jacobs, lost in a split decision. Some people say that he beat Daniel Jacobs. I am one of the people that feel like he beat Daniel Jacobs. I thought that Rosado got robbed in this fight, right? But at the end of the day, Rosado has 14 losses. So let's call a spade a spade. Gabe Rosado has 14 losses. Let's call a spade a spade. You may say 1 or 2 fights he really didn't lose, nothing like that. We can say that for argument's sake. But the man got 14 losses. So at the end of the day, Jaime Munguia beat a guy who had 13 losses. Yeah. Con Shonery said that did you say you had the same birthday as Ali? Yep, same day, 17th of January. At the end of the day, Gabe Rosado, and I love Gabe, and I think he deserves to get paid, but he has 14 losses now. So I don't believe in protecting fighters I don't believe in protecting fighters. Gabe Rosado fought everybody. So all I'm saying is this here. Shout out to Roberto Entertainment. He said he fought everyone, Coach. Yeah, he fought everybody. So I need to see, listen, I need people to follow the Gabe Rosado. As a matter of fact, forget Canelo. Let's forget Canelo. Well, I don't even want to talk about Canelo anyways. I want to see people take the Gabe Rosado route. Gabe Rosado fought every goddamn body. He fought Triple G. He fought Daniel Jacobs. He haven't fought Andrade. You know, he fought Jermall Charlo. He fought one of the Charlos. And I think this is that this one he was at light. This one he was at junior middleweight. This one he was at junior middleweight. This dude don't fought everybody, man. He don't fought everybody. 14 losses, he don't fought everybody. These killers y'all talking about, they won't even fight each other.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
They want to take the easy matches. You know, and tell us that, oh, you know, this is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a hard one there. That's what they want. And then they want paydays without working for it. This guy, listen, check this out. Jaime Munguia has 38 fights. He has more fights than Jermall Charlo, I think. He has more fights than Andrade. You don't get no ready than that. He's ready. He's ready. Put him in there. We ain't protecting no fighters, dog. We are not protecting fighters. I agree. Put Munguia in there with the rest. Honestly, he looked better, and he can give anyone good competition. That's it. He's a knockout artist, right? Well, he ain't knock out. He ain't knock out Gabe Rosado. He was catching Gabe some good stuff. And that was a good fight yesterday. That was a good fight. I just don't believe, dog. I just don't believe that a fighter should be sitting on the sideline chilling, shang-a-langing. Shang-a-lang is a word that I came up with. You won't find this word in the dictionary. Shang-a-lang is a word that I invented. Shang-a-lang just means that you want to sit around and chill, hang out. You ain't doing nothing. You just want to shang-a-lang and lay around and lollygag. And then when the opportunity presents itself, oh, look, I want to move up and I want to fight you and pay me $10 million to fight you.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
When you've been fighting other bums. Shout out to Clubber Lane. Okay. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. This is not the PBC Witness Protection Program over here. This is not the PBC Witness Protection Program over here. We don't believe in protecting fighters. If these guys is who you guys say they are, that's all I want to see them fight. As a matter of fact, let's do the poll. Didn't I do a poll? Didn't we do a poll, guys? We did a poll. Oh, y'all think y'all already answered the poll. Sorry about that. That's all I'm saying. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everybody who's watching this on Facebook and Twitter. And shout out to everybody who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate that. We're going worldwide with this. That's all I'm saying, dog.
True.
I'm not a fanager. I'm not a fact maker. It ain't my job to sit back and see, well, no, see, your fighter don't deserve to be fighting my fighter because he ain't did that. My fighter, he got the Christmas belt. He got the Thanksgiving belt. He got the on the 4th of July belt. He got the on the PapaJohn.com belt. My fighter, he doing big things over here. He doing big things. And your fighter, he need to earn his keep to fight my fighter. Well, wait a minute, this guy's a champion. Yeah, he's the WBO champion. He's the WBC champion. Shouldn't two champions be fighting each other? Oh no, they don't need to be fighting each other. We got somebody else. We got another fighter over here that my fighter can fight. This what I be hearing. Like these fanagers, dog. These fanagers is something else. They don't keep that same energy, man. That's all I'm saying. He say, Coach, have you been listening to the Bay Rollers, Mr. Shang-a-lang? The Bay Rollers, nah. Nah, you talking about the Bay City Rollers? Oh, the Bay City Rollers. Damn, I think I heard of that before. The Bay City Rollers? No. I haven't, my brother. Yeah, we ain't doing all that shang-a-langing, dog. No, we ain't doing that. Listen, Gabe Rosado. As a matter of fact, Gabe Rosado don't fought everybody. Gabe did that. I don't protect no fighters. I don't care who it is. I don't care what their race is, what their ethnicity is. I don't care what part of the world they're from, what part of the country they're from. I do not protect fighters. I'm 47 years old. I'm old school. I come up in the era where the best fighters fought the best fighters. In today's time, you have these online managers. They go out of their way to protect their fighters. They go out of their way to protect their fighters. All online debating, arguing. Now, see them all on Twitter. Oh, hell no. You ain't finna be coming over here talking about fighting my fighter. All caps, all caps. Wait a minute, send a tweet. How many characters we got? 140 something characters? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, man. Bam, hit the send button. They doing more fighting on Twitter. And guess what? They got fans that protect them. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, you need to be undisputed to move for an automatic title shot. The WBO shot like Usyk was AJ and Bud versus Horn. All right, okay, that's cool. She said, not true, Coach. Bo Duck Lewis. I'm not saying that every old school fighter didn't duck. I'm not saying that, but of course we know Bo Duck Lewis. Bo threw this belt in the garbage can. But if you listen to the show, you'll know that I covered that already, right? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the like button. Yeah, we already know that really Bo threw his belt in the garbage can. He didn't want to fight. He fought Holyfield. He fought everybody else. He didn't fight Tyson, but they didn't want to fight each other. He didn't fight Tyson, and he didn't fight Lewis, but he fought everybody else. So, but that's all I'm saying, though. That's all I'm saying, though. We didn't get back then what we got now. Now, he got fans actively petitioning. I got a petition. I am going to petition that my fighter do not have any tough fights.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fighting other balls.
I'm going to petition that my fighter do not get tough fights.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fighting other balls.
That's what I hear. I'm going to petition that my fighter don't get tough fights. But I want your fighter to fight King Kong, Godzilla, Goku, Frieza, Vegeta. You see what I'm saying? Piccolo, the Decepticons, the Autobots, Megatron, Optimus Prime, the Powerpuff Girls, all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Power Rangers. He got to fight Godzilla, King Kong, Mothra. Listen, these guys who be protecting these fighters, they make an excuse for they want other champions to fight everybody. Why they fight to sit back and continue to fight?
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fighting other balls.
And when I call it out, I'm the bad guy. I got to be the bad guy when I call it out. Because I'm not going to cap for these managers fighters. I'm not going to cap for Munguia. I'm not going to cap for Jermall. I'm not going to cap for Andrade. I'm not going to cap for Canelo. I'm not going to cap for Teofimo. Not going to cap for Anthony Joshua. Not going to cap for Terrence Crawford. Not going to cap for Errol Spence. I'm not going to cap for Darianchenko. Not going to cap for Beterbiev or Bivol. I'm not capping for no goddamn fighters. If they are who you say they are, they need to be fighting each other. That's what I have to say on that. Point blank, period. I don't bring that shit over here talking about, well, no, man, when he got to fight Papa Smurf first, and then after he fight Papa Smurf, he got to fight Smurfette, because we know Smurfette she got skills, she got pretty blonde hair, and she got blue skin, so we got to fight Smurfette. So after he whooped Smurfette, then he got to fight Grouchy Smurf, and then he got to fight Gargamel, then he got to fight the cat Azrael. No, we ain't doing none of all that shit. No. I can't do it, dog. I can't do it. Too old, can't do it. I ain't got the patience for that shit. You wanna protect your fighter? Fine. Just don't do it over here. Just don't do it over here. He said, even for Trevor Bryan, even for Trevor Bryan. We ain't running no protection program for Trevor Bryan either. But word on the street is they ducking Trevor Bryan, though. That's the word on the street. Word on the street, they ducking Trevor Bryan. Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, man, he said keep cooking. Yes, sir, man. Chavez says, yes, boxing sanctioning bodies protect fighters as well. Franchise champ, what the F is that? Yeah, boxing sanctioning bodies are controlled by the promoters. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, the sanctioning bodies are protected by are controlled by the promotional companies. I got receipts on that, dog. These sanctioning bodies, they make executive business decisions. they're gonna do everything in their power to protect, to please the certain fighter, especially a fighter who is considered the cash cow of the division. You see what I'm saying? He said Benavidez versus Charlo, winner fights Canelo. But from what they're saying, Vato Loco, from what they're saying that if Charlo moves up, he automatically would get a shot. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. Remy says, you missed my comment, coach. Did you send a super chat with it? Because I'm going to miss a lot of comments. Oh, Graham Taylor. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Hey, okay. Oh, I already read that already. Yeah, I don't see all the comments. I can't read it. I can't catch every comment. Send it again. Because I don't know. Send it again. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can't do it, dog. I can't. I'm just saying I can't do it. See what I'm saying? I can't do it. I won't do it. I ain't protecting no goddamn fight. Because I don't have an emotional attachment to no fighters. I have an emotional, I love the sport of boxing more than I love an individual fighter. This is why you'll never see me run protection for him. I'm not going to sit back and say, yeah, man, this guy got to fight 20 dudes while my fighter is shangling. He got to earn the right and deserve the right to fight him and this and that. Okay, but he's a champion. You don't want to become undisputed? Listen, this is why I respect, what I do respect about Canelo is that he did become undisputed in the super middleweight division. What I respect about Josh Taylor is because Josh Taylor became undisputed in the junior welterweight division. What I respect about Anthony Joshua was a unified heavyweight champion twice. What I respect about Alexander Usyk, he beat Anthony Joshua in his backyard to become the new undisputed heavyweight champion. What I respect about Jermall Charlo fought Brian Castano. He has 3 belts. Jermall Charlo got 4 belts. He has the Ring Magazine belt. He has the WBC, the WBA, and he has the IBF, right? And he fought Brian Castano to try to become undisputed. That's what I respect about him. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear no protection stuff, right? Shout out to Franklin Sherry. Hey, okay. For dropping that $3, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, I can't do it, dog. I can't do it. That's what I want to hear. I respect those guys. Those guys are fighting. Oh, yeah, even Teofimo Lopez. He beat Vasily Lomachenko last year, and he is the disputed lightweight champion of the world. Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko last year. He hasn't fought in over a year, and he is the disputed lightweight champion of the world. Facts. It don't get no more factual than that. Remy, okay, what did Remy say? He said I missed his comment. What did he say? Gotta send it again, man. You gotta send it again. All right, you haven't sent it yet. So all right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. That's all I'm saying, dog. We're not here to protect no fighters, dog. I want to see Jaime Munguia fight Andrade next. I want to see Jaime Munguia fight Jermall Charlo next. If Jermall Charlo does not move up, I want to see them fight each other. That's what I want. 38 wins, 30 knockouts. He's a knockout artist. He's ready. We don't want no Jaime Munguia fans. Put them in the witness protection program. We ain't doing that shit over here. Right? We want to see Jermall Charlo. If he stays at 160, we want to see him fight to unify the division. We don't want no more Juan Montiels. We don't want no more Juan Montiels. We don't want no more.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
We don't want no more. We don't want none of that. Andrade, same thing. We want Andrade to fight the other champions. Now, if the other champions do not want to fight him, he can't make these guys get in the ring. But we still want to see those fights if we can get them in there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Also, shout out to everybody who's watching us on Facebook and Twitter, and shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify as well.
To this day.
That's all I'm saying, dog.
True.
If you got a problem with your fighter fighting other champions, you need to get out of boxing and go somewhere. I know you don't like UFC, because UFC, they everybody fight everybody in the UFC. You don't hear that. UFC got a different fan base than they do with boxing. UFC, their fans are accustomed to seeing champions fight champions or champions fighting number one contenders. There's nobody being protected in the UFC. Everybody got to fight everybody, right? In boxing, the fans are different. UFC boxing fans are different from UFC fans. These new boxing fans, they go out of their way to protect their fighters, to keep their fighters from fighting top competition. This is what they do. This is not the Witness Protection Program channel. Not over here. Not gonna count for your fighter. We don't count for promotional companies. We don't count for Al Heyman. We don't count for Bob M. We don't talk about, you know what, you're on the wrong side of the street. We don't count for streets. None of that. I don't give a damn if you're a Mexican fighter, a black fighter, a white fighter, from the UK, from Mexico, from America, from Africa. I don't give a damn where the hell you from. If your ass is supposed to be a good fighter, you're supposed to be a top fighter, all I want to hear is you fighting the other top fighters. If you're not doing that, man, miss me with that bullshit. Other than that, this is that boy Coach Malachi Williams, signing out for New Media Today USA Boxing. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But before we go, we are going to do this OJ the Jew Man style. Shout out to Egg Shake Farm.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to a brand new funk.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to customer service.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Salt K.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Juan Flores.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Renee Box Young.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Edwin Castillo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rob Rib Shows.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Brandon New Funk.
Hey, okay.
Also, shout out to Cassidy, who called from the UK. Shout out to Art, who called from California. And shout out to Charles, who called from Ohio via way of Florida.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Shout out to Freddie Starr.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Killer Cam 82.
Hey, okay.
That brand new funk, what's going on?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Saul K King KO.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Con Shonery. Shout out to Juan Flores.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Brian Diaz. Oh yeah, shout out to the trolls and the haters and the detractors. Love you guys. You hate me, but you show up every day. So I appreciate you guys. I really do, really do. We have over 1 million watch time hours, and a lot of my haters and detractors contributed to that. Thank you so much. Shout out to Paul CX.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Killy Boxing. What's going on, fam? Shout out to the Rebuttal Entertainment.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Shout out to who else we have? Samuel Phillips. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bell. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. Shout out to Nick Rich. Shout out to the Queen. I'm forgetting. I don't got to forget for now. Shout out to Remy.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say fans want Jermall to be the first in boxing history to jump on to fight for Undisputed. It doesn't work like that. Morrell and Jr. Yeah, Morrell Jr. and Benavidez are first. What they're saying, I got to investigate this to be sure, because I like to be right then first. I like to be right in first. And we do know, Remy, that the WBC, they change their rules accordingly, however they see fit. So 1 minute Mauricio Suleiman say one thing, next minute he's doing something else. So, they don't, the WBC is not the most reputable organization in the world, but we shouldn't be sitting around waiting on Canelo to come back in May. The boxing goes on. Who y'all gonna fight in between time? You feel me? Shout out to the Method.
Hey, okay.
And shout out to Remy, man.
Hey, okay.
For the super chat. Shout out to Con Shonery.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to George H. What's happening, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Freddie Starr. What's going on?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul Evans and shout out to Ava as well.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Arthur Hawkins. Shout out to Rob Rib Shows. Shout out to F Society.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor. What's going on? AV Sounds. Shout out to Arthur Hawkins once again. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Shout out to Paul CX. Boston George. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to John Crawford.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor once again. Ali Muhammad. Shout out to who else we have in the building. If I forget your name, please do not. Please don't be upset, man, if I forgot your name. There's a lot of names here. Shout out to Killer Cam. Let's see. Graham Taylor. Shout out to Javon Soto.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ice. What's going on, Ice?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Killy Boxing. Shout out to Brandon Lenz. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
He say, Coach, what's your email? I have audio Charlo in the ring after the Montiel fight. That needs to be played. All right, this is my email right here, man. New media. New media today, USA at gmail.com. You can also hit me up on Instagram too. Just go look me up on @Coach Malachi Williams. @Coach Malachi Williams. You can send it there. You can send it there as well. You can send it there as well. I think that's it, guys. Other than that, that's it. It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out for New Media Today USA Boxing. Oh yeah, shout out to my man Hector Garcia. Shout out to everyone I may have forgotten in the chat. Please forgive me. Shout out to Brandon Lynn. Shout out to Diallo Huggy Bear. Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Rady Pete. Shout out to the Rebuttal Entertainment once again. Jay Rodriguez, Victor Torres. Shout out to Edwin Castillo. What's going on? Shout out to Zuami. Shout out to Khan Shanery. Shout out to Remy. And I think that's it, guys. Shout out to Chavez. Shout out to everybody that I forgot. If I forgot you, please forgive me once again. This is our boy Coach Malachi Williams, New Media Today USA Boxing, signing out. I see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Hit the like button if you haven't. Other than that, see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. See you guys tomorrow. Holla at you guys. Don't meet me there, beat me there once again. Hit the like button on your way out. Other than that, peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.